We'll figure the lighting out. Where is my... Good day, darlings. Good day. Good day. Good day. Yes, and you know you gotta come on here and you gotta show the girls your face. Because girls will think that you're hiding your face because there's something going on. Now, babies, we're still intact here. And of course, showing off just a little bit, Just a little. Yes, life's a little off right now because that's how the things are set up right now. And of course, we will be coming back once everything is fully set up. I know I've been saying this, y'all, but I like to prioritize my tea. And we've been busy with casework and energy work, so that's been my priority. I literally still have to paint my guest room. Okay, I started on it. I got, let's say, 75% of that room painted, and I still got some more I have to do. So I'm actually here, getting ready to start my day, and I'm actually getting ready for my day. But anyway, so let's stop right here very quickly because, of course, I want to clarify some things. Now, I don't want you guys to, how would I say this? It's going to seem like I'm being redundant with a lot of stuff when I actually come out here and talk about some things with you all. And you guys just got to bear with me because, I need to remind people collectively of how things are done so it does not get redundant with the questions from the same people, or you feel like I'm not answering the questions the way that you want to hear them. And I'll keep it in that way. So, of course, when it comes down to casework, and we talk about this, there's no one size fits all. Okay. This is why it's so important, right? When I went to school for nursing and let's say business management, because they put it together, nursing and business management, right? Which was healthcare management. Either way, they taught you the front office and the back office. And one thing about the school that I went to that I really, really love was a very personal, school, very direct, very hands-on. And they taught you not only, the new technology, but they taught you just in case, the computers went down, just in case, things happen. What is a business machine? How the business machine works, et cetera, et cetera. So we learned how to do business machines. We learned how to do the typewriter. We learned how to do, filing and transcripting and, medical billing the old fashioned way with the new technology, the new way. So either way, you guys, what ended up happening, they taught us all this, right? So when it comes down to casework or anything in life, I've learned that it's best to do, to know the ins and outs of everything, right? That's the thing. Learn the ins and outs of things. You have to know the new stuff and you have to know the old stuff in order to be successful at anything that you do. Yes, it's good to know new makeup techniques. Yes, it's good to know new, clothing design techniques. But do you know the original? Do you know where it started from? Do you know how to make the original? Do you know how to, just in case all else fail, is it, well, today I'm not going to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G because you don't know how to do the original. Like I said, I'm using this as an example. So the same thing with casework. There's so many ways on how to do a healing ritual, a cleansing ritual, a protection ritual, a love ritual, money ritual. There's 1,000,001 ways plus, right? So because there's so many ways to do something, each situation is different, right? Once again, going into living situations, going into any type of situations, right? Everybody has to deal with certain energy. I'm gonna use these as just examples, right? Let's say employment, right? Once again, spirit is not a one size fit all, one experience fits all. Okay, I know we would like that. Let's do all purpose candle. Let's do all purpose ritual. So whatever is going on with me, spirit can address those issues, and I can get what I want. No, you have to, divide everything up. You have to conquer each part of your life, area of your life separate. And you got to really get in to know what exactly is going on here. Is it external factors or are they internal factors? So the same thing going into, like I said, any situation. So I'm gonna use that as an example. Job, employment, right? We all need to work, right? I know a lot of people don't believe in working, but we all need to work to contribute to the system. When you're not working, you're actually taking from instead of putting in, right? So let's say, for example, there's 3 different types of job scenarios here, right? 3 different people are looking for employment. One person has the knowledge and the experience, but in the area that they're in, no one is willing to hire them for the rate that they're wanting. Everybody's wanting to lowball them, right? So they're like, I'm just going to be unemployed until something comes along better. That's scenario A, right? Scenario B will be this person is unemployed because they got fired, okay? And they were at this job for a very long time, right? 7+ years. So when you put down your employment history, unless you're going to be lying, and to be honest with you, they can find out if you're lying or not because your employment history is actually on your credit report. Now, if you don't know, now you motherfucking know. And anybody who's ever been, anyway, your employment is on your credit report. And that's why when it comes to identity theft, like I'm a victim of, I'm able to prove that whoever applied for that, it wasn't me. Either way, they get fired from their job. And they were at this job for 7 years. Now it's going to be hard to find a job because now they're concerned that this employer is not going to put in a good word for them to get this job. Now, of course, I'm going to go over that very lightly too, because depending on what state you're in, like California, they're not allowed to say that they fired you because you were coming into late too. You were coming into work on time. You had an issue with punctuality. They cannot go into detail why they let you go. Same thing with evictions and stuff. When you are evicted out of a home or you decide to leave out of a home, there's no, because girl, let me tell you something. There was an apartment complex over here that one of my friends was trying to get into. And a person was trying to dig up some tea, girl, and was like, we need your rental history for the past 10 years. And we are not going to let you move into our community if your complex have put 2 notices on your file. And if you don't know, when you live into a house or an apartment, more than likely apartments, because it's a business, they have filing cabinets with your information and shit. When somebody call in on you and they got to call you, they note your file for legal purposes, right? Same thing with coming in. They come into your apartment. They're going to possibly take pictures. They're going to possibly take things out like your filters and stuff to have stuff on file that we went into the house, we smelled marijuana. We went into the house, we smelled shit. Once again, I always tell people this: housekeeping or maintenance man, they're all working for the business, not you. So there's no letting a maintenance man come in your house and your house is dirty, because they're going back, they're telling the landlord that, and the landlord is noting your file. So just in case something go down, they're going to say, well, the maintenance man did come in and say he smelled shit, and now you're saying you have employment issues. So either way, going into this, they're not allowed to ask your previous employer how and why you got fired, right? They can say how long were you at the job for? Did you get fired or did you leave? That's all they can do, but they cannot say what did they get fired for. Okay. And then the third person, the first person, is unemployed because their experience, they deserve $30 an hour, but the area that they currently live in does not want to pay 30 an hour. They want to pay only 15 or 16. So bad. That's why they're unemployed. The second person's unemployed because they got fired. They were at a job for 7 years and they're afraid that their previous employer is not going to put in a good word for them. And I feel like a lot of people are dealing with that situation because a lot of you decided to quit when the PPP loans came around and they were giving you unemployment, baby. In the state of California, many other states, California is one of the highest paid ones. Y'all started quitting your motherfucking job. And now y'all can't find a real motherfucking job, bitch, because nobody wants to hire y'all because you're unreliable, you're irresponsible, and you just got down, right down fucking stupid. Okay, and I'm not taking that back. You're just stupid. So by the way, going into the second option, okay, they're trying to work. Nobody's wanting to pay what they feel like they're worth. And they are worth that if they have a degree, if they are experienced, because of course you could type in your profession online and it actually tell you what exactly what would be your worth depending on your experience and or your degree, because degree does not always mean better pay or higher pay. I know people, I worked for a company, told y'all before, real estate agent for 6 months, and there's people that had their realtor's license, there's people that had like all these special certifications, but they were like the sign carrier, like they were going out putting signs up when there was an open house and shit. Okay, we could say an assistant. Well, I was a realtor assistant. How would I say that? Anyway, they were doing like the that type of work. I was like filing papers. I were like reaching out to clients and previous people, current people, asking survey questions. Hey, how was the experience with blah 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 blah? I was invited to Christmas parties and holiday parties, and I told you, I come to find out the realtors that I worked for actually went to school with my mom. And we had no idea. They had no idea because they went to school way back in the day, girl. We're not going to get into that. They went to school way back in the day. So, of course, they didn't know each other after school. But I went to the Halloween party and my mom was there and they were like, who's your mom? And they were twins too. And I told them, hey, my mom is blah, blah, blah. And her twin sister's blah, blah, blah. And they were like, wait a minute, we went to school with them. And I was like, no way. And then sure enough, my mom would come and they're like, whoa, okay, reunited. Anyway, and the last person cannot find employment because they're not experienced. They have not worked a job in 20 plus years. And the longer that you stay unemployed or the longer that you stay out of the workforce, the harder it is for you to get a job, especially if you're older. A lot of people are blessed, and I'm going to give you these 3 examples because these are 3 examples of people I know that I've actually done energetic work for them to get them employment. So this is how I know that if you're experienced, but this just examples I'm telling you that not, casework is not one size fit all. So if you have multiple issues, multiple caseworks need to be done over your life. There's not no one purpose ritual. There's not no, while we're doing the money ritual, you can also throw in some energy of love work there. And then while you're also in that, you can also make sure that I have a job in a couple of weeks. That's not how that works, baby. Okay, we need to tackle this on very hands-on and very direct. And that's how people, that's what brings, success in your rituals is direct. Okay. Direct energy. Direct energy makes it accurate and effective, right? So there's not no, you have 7 enemies working against. Okay, let me not give that example because I forgot people's mind, Anyway. So going into these 3 options all have different situations and they're all going to require different types of energetic work, different levels as well. Because the last person who is unemployed because they have no experience, maybe 20 years ago, they were a warehouse worker. Now they're like, listen, I'm trying to get into the healthcare industry or I'm trying to become a caregiver. And they know that you have to have so much medical units or nursing units to be that. Maybe even a medical assistant, that you got to have the pharmacy, what they call pharmacy tech side down, which is like meds, giving out meds and stuff. Or you got to have like your DS1s and DS2s, et cetera, right? Working with the social services and getting these teas. So going into that person, their energy work is going to be a little different because now they need to win over favor with this employer that they're trying to get into contact with, right? They don't have the experience. They have not been in the workforce for 20 years. So they're trying to get favor. And the way that they're going to get the favor is very different. right? Because now they have to present themselves as if they know, okay, listen, I may not have the degree, I may not have the knowledge, but I definitely could become very acquainted. I'm a quick learner, blah, blah, blah. So this is the verbal stuff. So now we're getting into the industry that they're trying to get into, the industry that they came from. And now we have to work both of those energies to open the way for her. As we talked about before, there's intelligences or spiritual energies over all areas of life, okay? Whether it's the nursing, whether it's the law enforcement, whether it's this and that. And this is what you have to understand before you start getting into any type of workings. And once again, it's why a lot of people, you don't have success in your work. You don't have success in your love work. You don't have success in your job work, your living work, whatever, because you don't know how these energies work, okay? And that's why they talk about, well, let's down for that until we're done. The second option that I gave was nobody's willing to pay this person what they feel like they're worth, right? So now they kind of have the power already with them. So the work to get them that job ain't going to be nearly as much energy as the third person that I just mentioned. Because now, like, it's a whole new arena, it's a whole new energy. They're trying to level up and be seen in a different type of light, et cetera, et cetera. While number two already have the energy backing them up, right? They have the spirits that they collected in school, right? The knowledge. They have the energies they collected in knowledge and their experience. And they're not willing to negotiate their energies or their spirit. So once again, coming through with that. Now we know, okay, what industry are you in? Once again, now we got to know that energy. We got to know those intelligences. We got to know how to target those people that are connected to that industry. And even going into not even necessarily customers, right? Let's say, for example, they're in construction and they're used to working their own stuff. They never worked for anybody. Well, now you might have to get into, networking with other construction companies because maybe there's a task too big, or maybe there's a task that they never did. And your information, your energy, right, your knowledge could help them to step their company up. So now you get hired as a consultant. Now you get hired as whatever. So once again, there's a whole nother level of energy and intelligence we got to tackle with that for that to happen. Once again, spirit leads you on how you need to go about doing things. And that's also what brings in success. Once again, why we talk about practicing no drug use and no alcohol use. And once again, I'm not judging anybody who does that, but you're not going to sit here and tell me that you can outsmart me and that your energy is more stronger than mine. Okay. And you call that being egotistical, you call that being whatever the hell it is. You're not going to sit here and tell me that somebody who is codependent on drugs or alcohol is more powerful or more, let's say, have more strength, okay, have more of an ability to tackle on, hard tasks than someone who doesn't do those things. We don't have those distractions that's stopping us from reaching our goal or getting where we need to get to. Same thing with going into mental, instability versus mental stability. That's why when you get into practices, a lot of, occultists, okay, a lot of spiritual practices, organizations will go into no drug, no alcohol uses while you're having your spiritual practices. And if you are somebody who are an abuser, you have a handler. Now, this is where a handler comes in at. If you're somebody who has to drink, who has to smoke, okay? You have to drink, you have to smoke to get energy, to get by, to get whatever it is you're trying to get. This is where the handler comes in to redirect your energy where it needs to go. With the entertainment industry, that's just one example. And we know that the entertainment industry, like Hollywood, practiced ancient Egyptian and ancient Greco-Roman principles. We know that. So everything that they do is definitely magical and ritualistic because that's where they get it from. Going into the very first person that I mentioned, okay, about them, just not wanting to work, right? Them just saying, hey, it is what it is, blah, blah, blah. Once again, there's other energies that have to be worked with that, right? We have to do other things to get them that job. It's different. Once again, I use all of this as an example to show that all things are differently. They all needed employment. They all are trying to start fresh. They all are trying to bring in new, but you're going to tackle those energies differently. The same thing, like I said, with you or with anything. There's no doing 5 rituals in one. Now, you might think, well, I'm working on myself, So it's okay for me to do a love ritual, protection ritual, a money ritual, and a healing ritual all at the same time, all in the same day, all in the same space. You may think that because all these energies deal with you. But in fact, that's not, yeah, someone who we're gonna say what they say, ill-advised. We're gonna say that's very ill-advised, honey. Okay. You do what you want to do, it's your business, it's your life, it's your energy. But because that energy is being sent out in so many directions, there might be a lot that manifests. Maybe even going into the issues that you have with the finances. Maybe there's going to be a door that's going to open, and now there's going to be more issues that are going to come forward that you thought you got rid of. You know, good examples of when you start working with finances. Let's say clearing out your credit report. Let's say bring in more money. You know, things pop up. I give you a good example with me. One moment. I give you a good example with me. It was not revealed to me that someone had used my identity until literally I decided to elevate and and to change my financial portfolio. I guess you can call it that way. When I started doing energy on that, that's when it was revealed that someone was using my identity, right? And so that's how that works. When you work on, multiple things, energies come up and now you're exhausted, right? Let's say you're somebody who's a mother. Let's say you're somebody who, a wife, whoever you're in a relationship. You have to work. You have to deal with your partner. You have to deal with yourself. Now you got to focus on, well, where's energy coming from? How do I tackle this energy? This is why we work on one thing at a time. I brought all this up to say as well because I get people that hit me up for work, and they're thinking it's a one for all. They're thinking, well, we're gonna do work on this, and because you're charging this amount of money, and that's the only reason, that's the only way I connect it. Now, of course, I never asked, and of course, they can clarify. If they feel like it, they want to send an email and say, "Hey, I want to clarify why do I want to do all these workings in one sitting?" Even though during the consultation we talk about what work we're going to do, when I send the initial email, we also reconfirm the work we're going to do. While we're doing the work, we also reconfirm the work that we're doing. So there's just constant reinforcement, right? Constant, re-giving out the information, re-informing, re-advising, revising, telling you what we're doing, what we're working on, while we do it. But like I said, people will still think like, well, because we did that work, why is this going on with me? That's a whole nother casework. That's a whole nother reading. That's a whole nother consultation. That's a whole nother, once again, casework. So there's not, no, you're paying for work for to marry this person, and it just so happened while you're working on the marriage, your job is at threat here. And then you're like, hey, we're doing love work, and all of a sudden I'm about to lose my job. Hey, get back to me. I want to talk about it. Yeah, send over the consultation. We'll definitely talk about it. Send over the reading. We'll definitely have a reading on it. Like, these are different situations, not because we're working on you that this is the time to say, let's do all the workings at once. That's not what type of show this is. Okay. We like to do things accurately and effectively. Okay. I don't like wasting my time. I don't like wasting my energy. I get very bored very quickly. Okay. Someone said that it's a mild ADHD, whatever the case, however the case, let it be that. I'm willing to accept that I have a mild ADHD. Now, my psychologist can tell me I have ADHD. Okay, my therapist haven't told me that. Throughout school, elementary, and all that, I was never told I had that. Okay, let's talk about it. But finding some stuff out on the internet, people are like, yeah, that's I found out I had a small I'm ADHD spectrum. Like, I can't do a lot at one time. I'm just like, girl, the fuck out of here. I could do a lot at one time, girl. I just don't want to. Okay. So, like I said, going into that, we need to be very, 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 very precise when we're doing energy work. Okay. We need to focus on what is it that we're trying to do. If you have multiple things, right? Let's say you're doing a reading and there's 5 concerns you have, and you didn't like the outcome of those 5 different things. When you decide to do casework on one of the things, we don't work on those other 4 things. We're only working on the task at hand. We're only working on what you said is a concern. And this is also a little very troubling to me as well, because I mentioned this before. when people be playing with spirit, I feel like spirit play back with you, right? Like when I catch wind of something, and maybe this comes with experience, and I would think that even people who have watched me all these years would also have, caught on to this. I don't know. People say they're psychic and empaths, and they can see things and feel things, but I'm just like, but what are you seeing and feeling though? Because from experience, right? We know the energy shifts, right? We know how things persuade. We know how things move. We know how things shift. We know things are constantly changing. With that being said, okay, if we're out here having a reading, we're out having an open session, right? We're having a dialogue, and you're telling me about your concerns that, you want to ABC, you want to do this, you want to do this. And before this even happened, because maybe you came across a video that I was doing, I don't know. Maybe you thought about me. I don't know. Maybe I'm one of your options when it comes to spiritual work. I don't know. But you decide to reach out to me and send me an email. This is another reason why. This is another reason why. Okay, let me stay on that. Let me stay on this. It's another reason why I'm not a fan of you reaching out to me unless you know for sure you're ready to do the work. And how you know you're ready to do the work, you send over that cash app. Once I get a cash app, I'm willing to reach back out and answer questions, because what I've noticed throughout the years that not a lot of people, but we'll say 30%, that's still a lot. 30% of people that have got work done with me, especially virtually, because everybody who get work done with me in person, they clearly have to, they don't have access to me without sending anything. But they'll have the idea that I can assist them with their work, right? Like it's the timing for that, right? And then they will say, but I'll get back to you. And then they'll wait until the very last minute, right? Like they say, once again, as I used this example the other day, let's say something needs to be done by April the 1st. They knew about this in December. They reached out to me in January and said, hey, I need to get some work done. I want to do a reading with you to confirm I need to get the work done, blah, blah, blah. And then I respond back, and they respond back in February and say, yeah, let me set up and book this reading. And then just so happened they booked the reading, but the reading is on March the 1st. Now, mind you, March is 1 month before motherfucking April. That's 30 days. You knew 90 days before this event that you needed some type of energy work, you needed some assistance, but you were procrastinating. And I keep telling y'all that's also spirit. And that's not a spirit that someone puts on you. That is a self-inflicted spirit. There's nobody out here doing work on you to get you to motherfucking procrastinate. I know you might find a hoodoo book somewhere where you can cause people to procrastinate, all sort of bullshit, and you believe in that bullshit. But when it comes to procrastination, that is a self-inflicted energy. And it more than likely goes back to your mother, your grandmother, your great grandmother. It's a generation. That's one of your generational curses, right? So once again, procrastination is not about doing work on you. So don't be like, every time I feel like I want to make a step forward, something happens and it pushed me back. No, because you wait until the last minute. When you got an idea back in January to get this work done, that's when you should have reached out to me or another spiritual advisor and got the work done. And then that way, that gave 90 days for this work to manifest and to, marinate. And then that way you won't have to be stressing out, pulling your hair out, losing your teeth, whatever, however, however that happens. But instead, what people have done is, like I said, they reached out in January. They reach back out again in February. Come March the 1st is when they're actually going to do the reading. And then we have to reschedule the reading either through, we booked a time and either the time wasn't going to work out for me because it was either too late or had other things I had to do, right? Like, I don't know, maybe, last minute, maybe this was a second rescheduled appointment. Either way, we rescheduled. The second time we actually did it, now I find out that between that time and this time, 4 situations has happened. Okay. So in January, this was fresh that they needed this work done. Nothing happened. Maybe they got a feeling like, oh, I think I might need some work done. By February, 1 situation happened, but they still didn't reach out and get the work done. By March the 1st, another situation happened, but they did not reach out to get the work done. They just kept pushing it back. Finally, when we did the reading, just so happened 4 situations happened that pertain to this concern, and now all of it is coming up during the reading, which is it's fine. That's not my issue. That's not I get a little, irritated with. It's more so literally they know that the 1st of April is where all this have to be resolved. And they would wait until March the 16th to be like, hey, I gotta do this. What's going on? Woo, let me blow her up. Let me call this phone. Let me email this bitch. Let me, hey girl, God, what's going on? And I'm like, ma'am, or sir, because this happened with a few guys as well. Sir, ma'am, okay, okay, let me tell you something, hon. January, you knew about the situation. February, you know about the situation. March, you know about the situation. Now you wait until March 16th to decide to get energetic work on something that's very serious. This is like life or death situation. And literally waiting until the last minute and you want a miracle to be worked. Guess what? The miracle does end up being worked. But just so happens what happened because they procrastinated for so long. Now other energies come up. I kid y'all not, this is 100% of the time when they procrastinate. Other energies come up, and now it's the last minute thing for that too. Oh my God, I just found out I only have 2 days. Oh, I just found out I got 24 hours, or it's a wrap for me. And it's a whole nother situation. Like it could be one of the concerns that came up for the initial issue, but it's a whole nother situation to be worked on energetically. And I'm just like, listen, honey. Yeah, listen, I can't guarantee nothing. This is 24 hours, honey. This is a lot of stress. This is a lot of energy that needs to go into this. And my days are not planned. And I always tell you that I do not plan my day because I'm open, right? People could schedule me. I don't have certain days that you got to book me. There's certain days you got to schedule. Like any day at any given time, someone can reach out to me and book a reading. They could book casework. They could do whatever in person and virtually. Okay? And virtually. They can reach out to him at any given time. So I don't like to make plans because I might say, yes, at 12 o'clock, we're going to do this. Good example, yesterday, I had 3 appointments I had to deal with yesterday, not spiritual, right? Business related, non-spiritual, like doctor's appointments, et cetera, networking, blah, 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 right? Honey, when I tell you, I was so stressed out because everything started coming in at once. Because literally, while I have these appointments set up, one of the appointments had to get pushed back 4 hours, and I agreed to it. But while that was going on, one of my people reached out and said, I need some work done. So I'm like, okay, so let's get this taken care of. And then while this is going, like I'm literally multitasking on 2 different phones at one time to where I literally was like, I need to relax. So I ended up getting a pedicure yesterday and it felt so good to just sit there and relax, y'all, and just quiet myself down. Because I was like, whoa, this is a lot. So once again, that's why I don't like to make appointments. And if I do make appointments, I like to make 1 appointment a day. When I say make appointments, that means things that are out of my hands, like doctor's appointments, dentist appointments. I don't do like 2 things at one time. When it comes to anything, like let me do a dentist appointment, let me go get a showing, let me do this, like let me book 5 consultations. No, I don't do that because I don't like to be stretched out, and I like to keep my energy right. I don't want to be thinking about the 5th thing I got to do, and I'm barely doing the 1st thing. So I don't want to stress myself out. So the same thing with that. It's like, honey, in 24 hours, listen, anything could go down. And once again, this is where you have to be very respectful of my time, because maybe you don't give a fuck about my time because you really don't care about your own, honestly. And maybe I need to start realizing that too. You don't really care about my time because you don't care about my time. Why would you care about my time more than you care about your time? Because you know that anything can happen at any given moment. We know this, y'all. We know this. It doesn't take a 7-year-old to know this. It doesn't take a mother to know this. It doesn't take a sister. Bitch, anybody know. At any given time, your life could change like that. You can have plans. You know how many people done lost their lives? They had plans to go home after work and a drunk driver took them out. You know how people have plans to do things and just in a matter of 10 seconds, it was done. It was over with. So it's like you need to plan accordingly. Not only that, when you have the opportunity to do something, you need to jump up on it. You need to say, listen, Some of the time I need to do it, I need to do it. And I'm telling you, this is how you get success. This is how you get your good ebb and flow coming to you. This is how you get opportunities to come up when they need to come up and you don't miss them when they're there. This is how that works out. That whole I'm a hold off, I'm a hold off. And I'm practicing what I preach because, of course, I learned through my own experiences, even recently as last year. You know, spirit gives you something, an idea come to you, you get moved to do something, you jump on it. There's not, oh, I'll wait because maybe, maybe this is not the right time. It has to be the right time because it came to you. So it has to be the right time to do it. It has to be the way you should go about it because it came to you, right? You meditated on it, you prayed on it, and this is how spirit showed you. And so that's how that worked out. And like I said, so people who procrastinated that I've known of, right? 100% of them, honey. Now, maybe you procrastinated, you didn't tell me. But I'm saying people who I know that reached out to me like 3 times before they actually paid for reading or casework. Okay? No shade. Usually something else comes up while we're doing this one energy. And they will think because we're working on that energy that we're going to add that work into that work. And that's not how that gets down, baby. As I said before, there's a list of things that I do. And of course, we've been saying this, but I know 2 of you are already waiting like, bitch, when you going to do this 24/7 cam access? Listen, I got one more thing to do on my patio. Okay. I got help coming next Wednesday. Okay. To come in and to help me, do what I need to do for the patio. And we'll be having it. So we're going to say, by Cinco de Mayo, okay, we are going to have the 5th day of Maya. Okay, come on in here. Shout out to all the Mayas and Mias out there, honey. Hello. We are going to have, okay, that ready so you can see how we work. You can see an idea of what we do, right? How we tackle things, right? How we let things marinate, how we prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally, right? Like you see these videos of people going to go exercise and they're like psyching themselves up, right? Yeah, sometimes you have to psych yourself up. Sometimes you have to do these breathing exercises. Sometimes you gotta like tell yourself you could do it just to do fucking 20 jumping jacks. That's how it works even for spiritual work. Like, bitch, this is some big ass shit, and you don't really know what's in it until you tackle it. Like people have come to me with situations and I did not know how deep these situations were until we start doing the workings and things come out, right? We do the reading. They're like, listen, I have an issue with a baby father and blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. And then we start doing the workings. And then we find out that she has issues with the baby father because the baby father and her, had a big fallout. And she told him that he was not the baby's father and blah, 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 blah. And so this is where, so it's like, girl. And then it's like, okay, this is where all this comes from. And it's like, whoa. So now there's more energy in here than what I thought it was. And once again, we're not shady and say, well, listen, we agreed to do the work. We told you 300. Now I need another 300 because there's a lot going on here. We don't do that. So like I said, we tackle that. So I have to prepare my mind. I have to, prepare my spirit and my energy. And so there's a long preparation for that. We're talking about days before. You send over stuff for readings and work. I almost never do same day readings. I almost never do emergency readings immediately because I have to prepare myself. And if that ever happens, I tell you guys, because I'm there's nothing planned that day. There's nothing going on. I'm able to do that. But here lately, that has not been the case. There's always something going on, which is good. We're not complaining. Productivity is the best thing. You're working towards your goals. You're accomplishing your goals. Come on in here. That's all that matters. But once again, it's a process, okay? It's a process, okay? It's a process, hon. Okay. So no one size fits all when it comes to spirituality. I don't care. Nobody say, honey, you're not going to be doing 3 or 4 different situations at one time. Take your time, okay? Take your time. Understand each situation. A good example that I learned a very long time ago, honey. 20 years to be exact. 20 years ago, honey. I was very young. I learned from one of my teachers, very first teacher, Mrs. Tackle, honey, that there's 12 months in a year. What number goes into 12 months equally? You're going to say, well, I can think of a lot of numbers, right? Because we all can. One goes into 12 evenly, two goes into 12 evenly, three goes into 12 evenly, four goes into 12 evenly. Okay, five don't, six does, seven don't, etc., etc. So we kind of forgot what numbers. So now you know that there's 12 months in a year, right? We can even say from birthday to birthday, right? You have 1 year. When your birthday come along, that's when you set your goals. You have 12 months to tackle these goals. You need to divide these 12 months either by one month by month. Okay, each month I got to accomplish a goal. Each month I got to accomplish something. Or every 2 months, I'm going to work towards this. I'm work to chat, blah, 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 blah. Every 3 months, I'm work towards this. I'm work towards that. Whatever. But you figure out how you're going to divide that up and you spend that time. And I recommend to if it's a lot going on, let's say you have two things to tackle, right? And it's a lot of stuff that needs to be done. I would give each one of those things 6 months to accomplish and to complete, right? And so forth, so forth. Once again, you should know how to go about that. If you do not, know how to go about that, that's when you reach out to someone like me, where I can advise you on this is what you need to do. This is what I'm feeling that you should do. That would be very beneficial to you and your goal. But this is how we do that. That whole thing about, honey, you do what you want, when you want, how you want to, not really expecting anything to go on. This is why you've been working on the same work for 20 years. This is why you've been doing the same situation for the past 7, 8, 9, 10 years and have not got different results. That's called insanity for one. But you're doing the exact same shit. Maybe you reached out to different spiritualists. Maybe you reached out to maybe you've done different types of rituals. But you've realized that nothing is being accomplished. You're like, listen, 2 steps, I'm taking 2 steps forward. And then right when I get to that point, now I'm falling 6 steps back. Once again, you're skipping something in these steps, something you're skipping. And I'm really willing to bet that it is you. It is something that you're doing, not other people, you're doing. Okay. So no one size fits all. No one size fits all. Plan accordingly and understand that all areas of your life needs its own attention. Okay, in anything, even outside of magic. Okay, in the mundane world, once again, your children needs their own time. All your children need their own time, girl. There's not no, we're gonna go to movie night and all of your damn kids go. There's not no, well, we're gonna all go shopping. We're all gonna go together. Each one of your children need their individual time with you because none of your children have the same personality. None of your children have the same way of thinking. None of your children have the same experience. So you need to give them their one-on-one time. Once again, I'm not a parent. I don't have a brochure or a manual on parenting, but I know how my mother did us. And I know how relatives did their kids. And the relatives I know that took their kids everywhere they went and they all went, they treated all their kids equally to the point to where they all ate the same thing. They all did the same thing. Guess what? Now that they're all adults, these children are now drug addicts. They're in and out of jail. Some of them are dead. Some of them are deadbeats. They have multiple children by multiple women. None of them are married. And they're hobos. Like, no shade. None of them graduated from high school. None of them have a job. None of them have a car. They're just bummy as fuck. Why going into my parents and going to how I was raised, we all have our own personality and we're all strong in our own way. And we don't have to fall back on other people to feel some type of way. We don't have to have what they call family unity. We don't have, oh my God, I really miss my brother. I really miss my sister. Bitch, you can reach out. And we know that. But we don't feel pressed on having to be around them. We know that we're all grown. We all have our own lives and we all have our own purpose. And once again, it's one thing that my mom taught us. Being children, we all had our own time. Girls, sometimes, some of us would go to our grandma's house and one person would stay home. Sometimes my mom would go out and one of us would go with her. We all took turns, right? And that's how that goes, honey. Sometimes, my sister wanted to go over to a family friend's house. My brother wanted to go over to his friend's house. My other brother wanted to go over to auntie's house. Bitch, I want to stay home. So, bitch, guess what? Bitch, I got my own experience with my mother. And that's how that works. So we all learned how to respect her, have our own relationship with her. And yes, we all have different relationships with my mom. And it just, like I said, it's just how it is. So that's where that comes in at. Okay. So anyway, I'm done with that, honey. Okay. Let me see who's in here before I go, honey. Come on in here, Jay. Oh shit, I don't got my glasses on. Um, these words are like itty bitty, teeny bitty, yellow polka dot bikini. Hold on, honey. Girl, did I take it in the bathroom? Girl, I don't know where the fuck I put my glasses at. They were right here on the tip of the bed. Here they go. Here they go, honey. Here they go. Okay, come on here, Lady K. Come on in here, Jay. Yes, honey. I was just thinking of so many questions I need to save it for reading. Yes, honey. Come on in here, Jay. Yes, honey. Ow. Tonight is the night, Jay, right? Talk to you tonight, Jay. Also, the same situation may require multiple services. Yes, 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 Kiana. And honestly, it's really smart. See, and I know that a lot of people, and once again, I'm the same way. That's how I know how my people are. We all have, regardless of how different we are, we can all be different races. We could be different genders. We can have different expressions of who we are. We all have to have similarities, though. We all have to be similar in some way, and that's how we all connect. We all mesh, and it's not just about because we all identify as Black Americans or whatever. Whatever. It's deeper than that, right? It's deeper than that. It's a spiritual thing. So we want to, oh my God, let me go to the doctor. Let me get all the stuff. Because I don't want to come back again. So let me ask all the questions. I want them to run all the tests, the MR scan, an MRI scan. I want them to do a physical, blood, blah, 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 blah. No, honey, things have to be broken down. Because of course, depending on this, let's say it's a big ass ball of shit. You don't want that big ass ball like a boulder come tumbling down, right? Think about it in your mind. If there's a boulder at the top of a mountain, and you're like, listen, this boulder is in my way to get to the top of that mountain, and there's something that's stopping that boulder from coming down that mountain, but you also realize that you're currently at the bottom of that boulder, you're going to slowly clear away the things that are in front of that boulder. We even say this in better. You're going to slowly pick at that boulder until it gets small enough for you to manage to move it out the way without you being crushed by it. The same thing with spiritual work. It could be a real in-depth situation. It could be a lot going on that you may need multiple readings to assess and multiple energy works to assess what is going on. Okay, now this has been cleared away. What is this? Now that this has been cleared out, what is this? Now this has been cleared. What is this? And I always tell y'all this when it comes down to doing protection. That's why I say listen. I don't get involved in nothing. There's no me doing no free care for nobody. I don't when I know that family and friends have issues, I don't just jump in and say, I'll do the work for you because now I'm really becoming Captain Save-A-Ho. And there's anything on you, anything that's being put on you, now I'm gonna take that, right? Now I'm gonna have that directed towards me. So if you got money problems and I'm doing workings on your finances to get better. If I'm not well protected, now I'm going to start to have the money problems. If you're sick with something and I'm trying to help heal you, whether it's physically, spiritually, emotionally, or energetically, if I'm not well protected, now that's going to come onto me. So once again, we have to identify what exactly is going on, clear that up, what is all involved. And this is multiple readings. Because it's impossible. And now I'm thinking about it as well. I think that's why a lot of spiritual people will say that I'm going to do a reading for you. And we're there for 8 hours. We're going to be there for 8 hours. Yeah, we're not going to do that, hun. Like, I don't want to overwhelm you. They said that the average person mind span is 5.6 seconds. There's a lot going on in life right now, especially during what we're all dealing with right now, with CR19 aftermath and shit. So it's like, I wouldn't dare sit here and talk about your mama, your sister, your auntie, your brother, and oh yeah, well your children are sick, so you're gonna have to get that together. Oh, in 3 months your mama's gonna pass away. Like, girl, we're not gonna tackle all that in one session. I need you to have what is important for you to know right now within the next 30 days. We're gonna address those concerns. If you feel like you want to do work on that, then we're gonna tackle that work. And then the next go around, once that energy cleared out, because a lot of times when that energy gets cleared out, a lot of shit get cleared out. But you want to then tackle each thing separately. And once again, going into protection and stuff, you don't know what energy is behind it. I keep telling y'all this. That's why I've never been the girl to be like, somebody cut me off in traffic, and I say, bitch, I'm gonna fuck you out. Let me go get a black can. I'm gonna fuck this bitch up, because I took a picture of her red car and she cut me off and she almost got me in an accident. I'm gonna do some energy work on her. First of all, baby, I need you to pump your brakes. You don't know who this lady is dealing with. You don't know who is protecting her. You don't know what, when, why, how, and then some. So you're going to have to slowly work your way into that. You need to know all parties involved. I tell y'all, there is 9 steps plus for each casework. 9 steps plus. I've never did casework for anybody where there's only 1 step. Hell, I never did casework for anybody that was 3 steps. And 3 steps would be buy the candles, prepare the candles, burn the candles. That would be 3 steps right there. I've never had a case where that's the only thing that you got to do. There's always more to it. What influences, and we're talking about accurate. We're not talking about doing the work and just so happen you're going to do a lottery, right? You're going to do a spiritual lottery. We don't do spiritual lotteries over here, honey. We want to make sure you have accuracy and precise directness of energy. That's what the fuck we want. We don't want to have to do work on, Bama Fu. You found out that Bama Fu was harassing you on the clock, and then you get Bama Fu together. Then wow, Bama Fu got. You're like, oh my God, guess what, Mystic? Why did I find out that there's 2 more workers who was helping him? Now you got to do work on those 2 more workers. Then guess what? Oh my God, Mystic. Now I found out that it goes back to now it goes back to corporate. These people are gang stalking me, Mystic. It's like, girl, this is why we tackle things one by one. Once again, we figure out what it is. Well, listen, there's one man involved, but there's influences behind this man. What are the obstacles? What's causing this man to act different? What's causing this woman to act different? What's making this neighbor harass you? What's making this neighbor be loud at 2:00 in the morning, knowing that every night at 2 a.m. you're asleep? Bitch, it's a setup. They're intentionally doing this shit. Somebody either told them, or once again, they're doing work and they're figuring shit out. So this is where we have to get into. And like I said, not one reading, not one casework is going to solve that. And I know a lot of people are into that, but I tell people, spirituality is an investment. It really is. It's an investment. This is not this is not for everybody. That's why you have spiritual advisors. This is not for everybody to do. It takes a lot. And if you don't have the time, the space, or the finances, I will advise you not to even do it. I would advise you to go about it the mundane way, because it takes a lot of energy, a lot of time, and even going into the sense of, well, you don't want to pay financially. You're going to pay some other way. You're going to pay energetically in a lifestyle change. You're going to pay in a way that's very different than what you think it is. Maybe you don't want to, like I said, maybe you don't want to pay financially. Maybe you're like, listen, I don't have the finance to pay somebody to do the working for me or buy all the supplies I need to get the work done. Well, something's going to give. The issue that is at hand is going to cause you more turbulence, more turmoil, more issues than what is going on before, as well as, hey, you might have to pack up and relocate. That's going to cost way more than a reading. That's going to cost way more than energy work. You might have to get the law involved. That's going to cost way more than that spiritual stuff. And that's why I say a lot of times the spirituality shit works quicker and better than the other shit. Because I told y'all with the tea, very lightly, politely, I told y'all that I was being sued for something I never even knew anything about. I knew nothing about this, right? I knew nothing about what was going on. And literally, I get a phone call, blocked call, picked up the phone, was like, hey, who, whoa. And they're like, is this blah, blah, blah? Yes, it is. Hi, this is da-da-da-da. I'm here to serve you some papers. And I'm like, bitch, serve me some papers? What's going on? So I jumped clear out of bed, y'all. The night before, I was feeling good. Make a long story short, I was like, let me reach out to someone legally, right? Let me look for somebody who can consult with me for free, because I know what to do energetically. Let me do a free consultation with somebody, right, to see what's going on, right? So they do like a 15-minute session. I found a good lawyer over there in LA area. Shout out to my lawyer girl. Hey. And I told him the circumstances. And he said, well, first of all, they're out of their jurisdiction. Second of all, they're outside of the legal T, but that doesn't mean nothing because even though they're outside of their statute of limitation, a lot of companies will still, they'll use harassment to try to get you. So I told him flat out, I don't know what this is. I don't know. I never did this, blah, blah, blah. So they're like, did you ever live that blah, 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 blah? I was like, no. I said, honey, I could provide a resource of all the places I lived at in the past 10 years. I've never lived there. So, of course, he's like, the lawyer, I got you. You send over this amount, blah, 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 blah. So, of course, I send him over that half because someone was like, yeah, I wouldn't even worry about doing that. It could be some type of scandal. What happened if you send that over? And then he's like, you're going to have to pay more because they charge per hour. And he breaks his hours down in quarters, like 2.5 hours. So 2.5 hours costs you $1,700 with this lawyer, but he's that good. So sure enough, I said, well, I'm gonna do some energy work. So y'all, like I said, these people came different times throughout the day to try to serve some papers, banging on the door, boom, boom, boom. I'm looking at the cameras, girl. I'm like, baby, let's do the energy work. To make a long story short, because when I told them that that they had someone use my stuff, they were like, we hear that story all the time. So we need proof. I said, okay. Baby, I did that energy work. God, it wasn't even 2 weeks. I did that energy work. I kept going, kept going, kept going. I was doing the double burn. I was doing a lot, going to meditate. I was going to the water. I was like, baby, I'm using all 4 elements, baby. I'm doing the earth energies. I need the earth spirits to come in, the air spirits coming in, the water. Like, bitch, we were doing it. It was a process for 2 whole fucking weeks, bitch. When I said process, bitch, it was a fucking process, baby girl. There was no fucking phone calls. There was no dealing with, bitch. There's things I had planned that I had to put on motherfucking hold because I said, this is more important. Sure enough, there was no more phone calls. There was no more knocking on the doors. There was no more anything. I then reached out to the lawyer because the lawyer haven't got back neither. I paid him part of what he asked and he did not reach out to me for the rest. And he told me in 7 days, I'm going to reach back out to you. He did not. So I gave this shit like 30 days, y'all. 30 days, a whole damn month. Sent the lawyer a message, the lawyer didn't respond. So now I'm starting to panic a little bit. The human side of me was like, oh my God, what happened to the lawyer work with these people? And oh my God, what the fuck? Because he said he dealt with these people for blah, blah, blah. And then I called myself and I'm like, no, this is spirit working. This is spirit working on my behalf. And this is last year, y'all. I was like, this is spirit working on my behalf. Sure enough, the attorney was all like, yeah, we gave them a paper. They did not respond to that paper. They had 30 days to respond. They did not respond. So we're moving forward on our end. Going into the other half that you had to pay, I'll reach out back to you about that. I'll have one of the paralegals to reach out to you, blah, 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 blah. Y'all, this went on for 4 months. So this is what? October, November, December, January, February. February, finally got an email from him. He's like, yeah, they still have not got back. We went ahead and did what we had to do. He's like, this can drag on for up to a year. But he said, so far, everything's looking good. And I lightly and slightly said, yes, because they got shut down by spirit. And he said, they got what? And I said, there was something I was talking to myself about. And he's like, oh, okay. But baby, so I said all that to say, baby, energy. Okay. Once you know how things are operating, you know who's behind it. Because that's what I did. Once I reached out to the lawyer, he got the information that I needed. And I was able to do workings on all their lawyer, their company, and also the motherfucking fuck face bitch that used my shit. Because see, the motherfuckers don't think I don't know. See, that's another thing too, bitch. The motherfucker don't think I don't know, bitch, but that's okay, girl, because the law about to hit that motherfucker really hard, baby. The law about to hit that motherfucker hard, and we're pressing charges to the full fucking extent, bitch. To the full fucking extent, bitch. Like I told y'all, the crazy thing about it is my name has been legally changed for 14 years almost. 14 years, y'all. It's been legally changed. The crazy thing about it is the individual who did the identity theft used my Social Security because your Social Security number doesn't change, but they used my birth name. And that's where I was like, whoa. I was like, yeah, baby, somebody used my shit. Because, yeah, that's not been my name for a long time. And no, I don't live there. And no, I don't. Like, girl, it was crazy, y'all. Even going into the lawyer situation, that was a little embarrassing for me, too, because it was like, yeah, they used my shit. but that's not who I am. And anyway, thank God, lawyers don't really give a fuck about that girl. He didn't give a fuck about me being transgender, that baby. He said, baby, we're gonna go because we gotta win. Okay, he want to win. Another thing, so I said, can I get them for harassment? Can I get them for harassment? And the motherfucker who used my shit for fucking anguish and shit. And he said, I'll let you know if that opportunity come up. Please let me know, baby. Because, bitch, I'm about ready to go knock on the motherfucker's door. I'm about ready to catch a flight, okay, and go knock on a motherfucker door and say, baby, you got 2 minutes to sit here and sign a statement and say that you used my shit without me allowing you to use it because your address is on the documentation. I never lived there, baby, but you did. You did with your ugly ass, your other fucking ugly ass rugrats, bitch. Your fucking sperms of fucking Satan, bitch. People say you don't talk about kids, but bitch, some kids are ugly. And I ain't taking that back. Some kids are ugly and they're bad as fuck. Bitch, oh well. Bitch, cuss me out. Cancel me, bitch. I don't give a fuck about that girl. If adults can be ugly, kids can be ugly too, bitch. How about that? With all due respect. With all due respect, bitch. If the kid is ugly, the kid is ugly, baby. Okay, the kids had to come for somebody. Anyway, come on in here. Yes, honey. Ow. Okay, yes, honey. Not it. Take time and listen. Yes, honey. Oh, that's it. My mystic spirit of your land. I'm really, really getting what you meant by that. I'm telling you. When I was in Stockton, I used to order yarrow. I used to order purple sage. I used to order mimosa. I used to order certain nightshades. I'm not going to go into it. I literally started connecting with people, right? And the lady was all like, yeah, I go out and collect yarrow off of Highway 12. I said, you went off and collected who? Because at first I thought she said Harlow. Oh, my bitch, what you collect? She was like, yarrow. I was like, yarrow grows wildly over there? She's like, yes. We used to collect yarrow as kids, blah, blah, blah. Whoa. Going into Mimosa, east side of Stockton. There was a lady there, another witch, honey. Mama had to relocate back to Idaho because she got into a nasty divorce with an Irish man, girl. And Irish people don't play, girl. That's why I be like, when I be going for blood, is it the Gemini or is it the Irish in me, honey? Because they go for blood, girl. Okay, Irish people don't play. And so, girl, he got her right together, girl. He got her right together. He let her live lavishly for 5 years, and bitch said, swoop. Either way, honey, he let her collect. He said, baby, I need her to get her own financially. I need proof that she's on her own, and I'm going to pull everything right in. And he did, girl. He did. So she couldn't get no alimony and no nothing, y'all. That's fucked up, too. But anyway, and she adopted his son, too. But anyway, y'all, she was talking about mimosa, right? Because I was like, I need some mimosas for a ritual. And I was at the herbal vault, right? And she's like, mimosas? They're on the east side off of Cherokee Road, right? I was like, girl, there's no mimosas. She was like, yes. I was like, how do we get mimosas here? Did my digging, bitch, there is mimosas in Stockton. I said, whoa, mimosa, the herb, y'all, not the drink. Okay? Because people are going to say mimosa. The fuck? Yeah. Mimosa, the herb, not the drink, kind of the flower. Okay? Then going into nightshades. I remember that I went out to visit someone who was, kind of living the camper life, right? In Alton, actually. Well, Stockton, Alton borderline. And the motherfucker was all like, he said, what? Oh my God, he said something. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, these are da 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 da. And I was like, what is that? And he said, they're a type of nightshade. And I'm like, okay. Eggplant is a form of nightshade too, belladonna, blah, blah, blah. So I looked for this app that you could take a picture of something and tell you what it is. So I took a picture of it, bitch, you told me what it was. I said, shit! I know where to come out. I know where to come when I need to fuck somebody up. I said, I know exactly where to come when I need to fuck somebody up. So anyway, the spirits of your land, the items of your land, everything you need is always underneath your nose, honey. Okay? Anyway, honey, y'all gotta go. I was so surprised to find out what a lot of the natural water sources are around the area I live in. I'm telling you right now. Spirit is amazing. You are amazing, God. Woo! Somebody tried to tell me the other day that Google was a spirit, y'all. I said, okay, girl. They said Spirit told me. They kept saying Spirit told me. And I was like, what Spirit told you? And they said Google her. And I said, what? And they said Google. And I said, oh, they named Google after the Spirit? And they said, no, that is Spirit. I literally had an aha moment, y'all. When I said, wait a minute, Google is Spirit for a lot of these online people. So that's what's going on here. Y'all worship the Google Spirit. Girl, listen, I lost it. I lost it. I said, baby, okay. I said, baby, so when I hear y'all say Spirit told y'all, that means Google told y'all. Okay. Okay, girl. Let me mind my business. Stay over here, girl. Okay. Adopted his son and he did that to her. Well, listen, let me tell you what the tea really is, though. Because, see, Mama thought she was so cute when she was telling me these stories. Like, she was so innocent. Like, she was so innocent. So they were married for like 20. No. They were married for 30 years. Because I believe that his son was it was 30 years. It was something with 22 and something with 30. It was 30 years. Maybe they dated for 22 years and they married for 30 years. It was something like that. Either way, in the early parts of their relationship, she thought that he was cheating on her because, that her telling what I believe that Irish people are very, very, they're like horny goats. They're very sexual individuals. Once again, I think about it, I'm more than 30% Irish. So I'm like, honey, like, is there a possible way that, the Irish in me, make me, flirt with a lot of people and just, ooh, I don't know. Anyway, so she said that she didn't think this man was serious. And she found that this man, she heard that this man was sleeping around. So she found out that this man dated her friend. So she said, bitch, she's never going to be serious. I'm going to date around too. So what ended up happening is she got pregnant by someone else while they were dating. The guy decided to get serious with her, and she told me she did not show in her pregnancy until 6 months. She decided to tell him 3 months after their situation. I'm getting hiccups and shit. 3 months after the situation, she decides to tell him that, hey, I'm pregnant and there's possibility that it might be this person. So they had a split, right? She's 3 months pregnant. They have a split. I guess he go about and he makes a baby. But the person that he was with lost that child, whatever the case may be. They get back together. He explained the situation to her. So they're together for 3 or 4 years. She ended up splitting off again. Okay. She ended up having a baby. The baby was not his. Okay. So he kind of took on, adopted that kid, blah, 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 blah. He already had a son before her. So she, took on, adopted that kid, blah, blah, blah. They ended up splitting up again. And this time it was her fault. And she would have another baby by someone else. Just this time around, it was somebody that she worked with that he always thought that she cheated on within her. So anyway, it was a very rocky beginning of the relationship. And then she said, we forgave each other. We moved on. And I'm like, there's no such thing as that, baby. Like, there's no such thing as forgiving and forgetting. There's no such thing as that, babe. Like, it's always going to be there. Somebody ever call you out your name, a nigga, a faggot, whatever. And they say, oh my God, I apologize. It was the stupid side of me. I was drunk that night. I wasn't thinking. Trust when I tell you this, bitch is always in the back of their mind that that's what you really is. That's how I don't play those games. So with that being said, it always was there. It always was there. They were not meant to be together. So Mama decided to hold on. And of course, Daddy probably figured because Mama was using him because Daddy had a good job. And she didn't have to work for so many years of the relationship. He provided for his one son and his one daughter with her. And she had 3 other kids outside of him. So it's like, wait a minute. So Daddy said, oh, bitch, yeah, she thinks she cute. We're going to let all the kids get grown. We're going to let all the kids get over the age of 18 so I don't got to pay child support. Then we're going to go in to get a file for divorce. And then we're going to prolong the divorce because Mama's not working. I need her to get a job. I need her to get a J-O-B. I need to be good a good job. So that she told me that he got her working at one of the places It was a dental office. Mom was getting paid good money. And then she said she had to quit that job because there was a lot of harassment going on. So then she started working at this place that I would go to buy stuff at. And mama started building up. She's like, yeah, I'm trying to put money into an investment account and blah, 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 because I never know what's going to happen. And I really do feel like, and that's another thing too, where mama's like, I got readings done and I'm connected to Sage Goddess. Girl, I was like, who the hell is Sage Goddess? I have to look her up. But I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, I got readings done. I'm just like, sorry, these people not really, are they not really psychic? Or the, I mean, like, what's really going on? Because 5 years while this is going on, she's advising you to get your finance together, but she's not telling you why. Allegedly, this is what this woman is saying. She's advising you to get your money together, but she's not telling you why. I would have said get your money together because it looks like this motherfucker's going to divorce you, and he's more than likely going to take everything and not give you shit. But honey, no, it was a setup. He wanted her to get her own job. He wanted to be on the job 5 years, have 5 years of income, so that way she has money going into retirement. She got a tax form to prove that she's working, because of course she had to file taxes. So there's 5 years of taxes, and you don't think in a court case that the judge cannot subpoena tax information? Hello, you don't think that a judge cannot subpoena a bank account information? Bitch, they can ask for anything in a court case. They can ask for fucking your medical record, bitch. Hello, bitch. They can ask for anything in a court case. So you gotta fucking cross your T's and dot your I's. So baby, that's what motherfucking happened. He gave her 5 years to build herself up. Mama even was going to be inheriting some land over there in Idaho. That's why she ended up moving to Idaho. But she said, I don't really like Idaho. And I said, girl, what happened to this motherfucker's doing work on you to get you? And she's like, nah. And I was just saying this jokingly because I remember there was a guy that came in there. This man thought he was all that girl. Girl, they had three LGBT people that go inside the spirit shop that was all psychics allegedly and advisors on the spiritual energy. They had one of them who was like not really a psychic, but he was a spiritual healer. He's on YouTube too. I don't know if he ever advised her. Then they had this black guy who was like, girl, he thought he could read me down and was like, you a Leo, huh? I can sense that you have this dominant, powerful energy about you. I was like, baby, no, baby. I have Leo on my chart, baby, but I'm a Gemini. Okay. But he's like, no, you're a Leo. I said, baby, no, you're a Leo. So you telling me I don't know my own birthday? Baby, I got my birth certificate, baby. I got my social security card. Bitch, I got everything that pertains to me. I got my stuff with my fingerprint on it when I was a baby, my footprints on that. Girl, I got my first pair of shoes that I bought. Like, what the fuck you talking about, baby? I know me. Bitch, what? I know me, baby. I know me, honey bunny. I know me, bruh. What the fuck you talking about? So anyway, girl, I'm like, listen, I was joking to her saying that, but girl, I guess it was true because girl, she got that house. She told me that she had to go back to Idaho. I asked her what part because, of course, I love Idaho, been Idaho. My mama's place sister families from Boise, Idaho. They also got land and stuff out there. Girl, there's what is it? Twin Peaks, Twin Falls, Idaho too. Girl, country bumpkin, white folks. Girl, they call themselves rednecks. Girl, whatever the case may be, however the case may be. But anyway, girl. When I tell you she was so excited, I'm about to fix that house up and I'm going to rent it out. Girl, she was doing party dance and shit, girl. She was like, yes, I'm going to rent it out, fix it up, rent it out, rent it out, rent it out. Girl, I said, okay, man, I ain't going to run your parade. Okay, ma'am, it's time to go because today I'm not really feeling it. Girl, sure enough, not even a week later, she was like, honey, I got court papers. We're going to finalize the divorce. And I said, you're doing or his doing? She's like, his doing. I said, oh shit, shit's about to get real. She said, what do you mean? I said, shit's about to get real, sis. She said, well, I kind of figure, but I'm like, yeah, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Because just so happened, daddy allegedly lost his job. And I told her, because her fear was he's going to try to get alimony from her. I said, no, ma'am, no. No, ma'am, he's not going to get alimony from you. He's really making sure that he can't get no money, that you can't get no money for him. So he's going to be able to keep all his money that he got to little old him because he don't have a job right now. He lost his job, ma'am. And he probably really didn't lose his job. But because he's the one that filed for the court case, the judge is going to oversee what he's talking about, but they're going to go after your ass. Sure enough, bitch, not even, I want to say 30 days later, she's like, today's my last day. I got to move to Idaho. And I was like, why? What happened? Totally forgot about it, y'all. Well, we got a divorce. It got settled, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, so I got to move into the house that I got. And I was on my way of fixing up. I don't even got no real accurate plumbing in it. And like, mama was so down. And I was just like, ma'am, I'm not saying, but I am saying directly to you. This is why you got to pay attention. You got to pay attention to the front, the side. That's why when we pray to Archangel Michael for protection, we say Archangel Michael to the left of me, to the right of me, to front of me, to behind me, above me and below me. We ask for Archangel Michael to protect us in all directions. Because, baby, one thing about Irish people, too, because she kept saying how he's quick-tempered and he's a hoe, they're very intelligent. Okay, so what happened is, says you thought you won one. Says he probably had 15 years of evidence on you. Then she's like, well, what made you say that? How would you guess? How would you have guessed that? I mean, it's kind of common sense though, because you're the mother of these children. Yes, these children are older, but it's kind of, he had a good paying job while you first met him all these years. So something had to come out to prove. And she's like, yeah, his son testified. The son testified about what? Of course. So I'm just like, girl, that's how that works. You gotta be careful, sis. You gotta be careful, girl. Ain't nobody got your back like you. So, baby, she's in Idaho now. It's a little unfortunate. She was a very nice woman, very tall. She's 6'2", cisgender woman, 6'2", girl. We were talking about how my feet are smaller than hers because I told her my T. I said, girl, I'm a T girl, and she's like, damn. Like I'm the woman with the womb, and here I am with bigger hands, bigger feet, bigger backs than you. I said, honey, that's sometimes how the universe play games with us, girl. How? Girl, she was really sweet though. There was no cut-ins with that. She was really sweet. She helped me out all the time, girl. When I had that sinus infection and the emergency room couldn't help me, she the one was like, listen, you need A, B, C, D, E, F, G, get you some Curlton, get you some Naka, get you some Eclopathy, get you some blah, 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 blah. She worked it out, girl. She was a part of a coven. I told her she need to let go of that coven. She needs to sue all those hoes for playing with her motherfucking time, too. She said she was a part of some type of society. I looked them up. They are all around America, and you got to be very, very, it's a very, very exclusive type of group. But I'm like, baby, none of them helped you out. None of them did works for you or on you. Nobody burned a fertility candle on you or any of that. I mean, well, there's certain things that we get involved in. There's certain things we don't get involved in, ma'am. So they rather see their sister relocate to Idaho. They rather see their sister lose everything that she worked so hard to keep. Girl, this sounds like some bogus ass shit to me. So this organization, and you know who the fuck you are, and you know who the fuck you are. We're not gonna go into no names, bitch. You fucking dumb as fuck, and you shady as fuck, bitch. And I would never fuck with y'all motherfucking answers. Anybody say they connect to your organization, I'm running. Bye. Click. Bye. Delete. Ban. Block. Bye. Gotta go. Because they tried to get me to, you can come out and see what it's about, and we're doing a free little convention over there in blah 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 blah. So I asked Lachey during that year, girl, you want to go out there? And she was like, go where? I said, girl, to a convention. She was like, no. Thank God I didn't go neither. Okay. Google's a spirit, girl. That's what they say. So Wi-Fi is a spirit too, right? I guess computers is a spirit. I guess iPhone is a spirit. I guess Android is a spirit. I guess a Nokia is a spirit. I guess Google Pixel is a spirit. I mean, girl, I guess the keyboards are spirits now. I guess the modem is a spirit. This is amazing to me. This is really amazing. You always find out new stuff when it comes to these spiritual people. When it comes to these spiritually conscious people, you find out things you never even knew about. Things you never heard of. You now know what the fuck it is. Things that, like, they know more shit about shit than scientists do. Right? They know shit about shit. They know more about the scientists, girl, because they believe that the scientists ain't here to help you. They're here to hurt you. So because spirit, now I'm here to help, and I know what I'm talking about. Like, clearly you don't. Okay? That's it, honey. I'm done, honey. There is a sage goddess company in the city. I I used to live in like a big whorehouse. Oh, I'm sorry, warehouse. Okay. Woo! I'm sorry. Warehouse. For a minute I thought okay. I'm sorry. I really thought it was WORE. It's WARES. They used to have a kiosk at the mall too. What? Are you serious? So, ma'am, thought she was gonna get him back for something he never did. Sounds like if she would have had, and see, he was thinking smart. See, what I was even telling her too, because she was saying that she had workings done and consultations done, and she was actually going to get a reading done with me because allegedly, her and another woman was having electromagnetic um, disruptions. Right? They were having issues in their bodies, and they were like, "There's no scientific reason for this, so there's something going on." So she was supposed to be getting a reading, she never did it. But I'm like, honey, I really do think that this man outsmarted her. I think this man built this company that he had. I think he went into partnership with someone. I think he told this partner to buy him out, which was really him, because people do this for real estate too, y'all. I learned this. Let me tell you a secret that I learned, and I'm gonna be done. So I think that he had his business partner to come in and to buy him out. I think the business partner, he told the business partner to let him go, to fire him. Because mind you, he built this company for a very long time. It was like 20. Oh my God, the company was 22 years. The company was 22 years. The marriage was 30 years. That's what it was. The company was 22. The marriage was 30. That's what it was. So I think that he built this company up for all these years. And then mysteriously you get fired from your own job? No, honey, he did it very smartly. Like what my sister's baby father tried to do. So what happened is he had his friend bought him out. It was his money though. So he had his friend to buy him out. They did some type of, behind the scenes agreement. You're going to buy me out. You're going to fire me. We're going to have this legally that you fully own the business. And then you're going to let me back in and you're going to let me buy my piece back. You're going to let me buy my share back. And that's what happened. After the divorce, so they made it seem like he got fired. He lost everything. He only had like $2,000 to his name in his savings, allegedly. And that's what happened because they pulled all the records. With her, mama had like her retirement set up already. Mama had everything set up. Mama was like 52 years old at this time. Mama had everything set up. Girl, she had the land over there, which was her land. And I really think that he helped her or he advised her to do it or something like that. So I'm like, yeah, he set her up. That's how thing happened. He did not want to get played. Maybe he knew someone who was older and say, hey, you're about to get played. And then bam, he got her together. Going into this, I have a friend. Can we talk about this right now? I have a friend, ex-friend, whose dad was an illegal immigrant. He came here legally. Once he was here for a certain amount of time, they could not kick him out. What he did was he had kids here to plant his soil, right? His seed in his soil. So if anything ever happened to him, there is still something that he could connect to here. But he ended up marrying one of his kids' mother, who he ended up having 2 more kids with. The marriage was an arranged marriage, clearly, because from what I'm told, they fought a lot. They did a lot of stuff together. And of course, the mother, even right now, I think they're still married. They never got a divorce. I think they're just separated. Y'all, what this man did was he worked his ass off, right? This mother, this wife, was drinking. She went to school for nursing, all this stuff. This man started his own business. This man worked his hands to the bones. He bought multiple properties all throughout Texas, and I think in like Kansas and Texas, right? Literally, this man, his brother came over here, got an actual citizenship. Mind you, he did not get a citizenship. He got one through the marriage. What is that? A visa. His brother actually didn't get a citizenship. What ended up happening is so that when he decides to leave this woman, the woman cannot get the property. He turned everything over to his brother. His brother bought him out. I don't know how it happened legally, like if they got a legal separation, because I've been told this friend of mine, your mom could still collect. Well, no, because everything is in his brother's name. But trust me, I tell you this, if everything is legit, yeah, the brother, he turned everything over to the brother. The brother bought him out because they need that on paper. There has to be paper trails. It's not just I gave my brother the house without consulting with my wife. No, it's I sold my property to my brother, and that's what happened. And then mysteriously, now this man is away somewhere. They don't know where this man is at allegedly. And I said, baby, he's still in Texas. He's still in Texas. Daddy did two things. Daddy either sold the house to the brother and got put on as the co-borrower, or daddy sold the house to the brother completely. They have some little contract behind the scenes, blah, blah, blah. But people do shit like that. And that's what happened. And I said, bitch, you ain't getting none of that, girl, neither. You ain't getting a motherfucking thing. If you could show proof that that's what happened, possibly, but since you ain't getting shit. Like, they played those cards very, very right. And that's how I feel like what happened with this woman. I think that, yeah, he had his friend buy out his company, or he sold a share to his friend, got his friend into the company, and then he had his friend to buy out his share. And then he let her build her shit up for 5 years. And then he had the friend to, once again, buy him out. And then he allocated that fund somewhere. I don't know where he put it at, but clearly the fund's got system. Maybe he got his son involved too. I don't know. But clearly there was something going on behind the scenes. And then the motherfucker act like he only had $2,000 his name. And I don't got it, but you got more than me. And bam. And that's how he motherfucking got her. They said, but you gotta be smart. Okay? You gotta be smart, honey. Come on here, honey. Yes, honey. Ow, okay. Yes. Okay, there we go. Ow, yes, honey. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. So like, yes, honey. We're about to go right now. Julie, yes, honey. It is 12:30, honey. I need to fully get up. Oh, did I show y'all my nails? Did I show y'all my nails? Did y'all see my nails? I don't know if y'all saw my nails. Did y'all see my nails? Hold on. Let me see if I show y'all my nails. Excuse me. I don't know if y'all can see my nails. Hold on. We got okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see if y'all can get into the nails. Let's see if y'all can get into the nails, honey. Ew, girl, I got my nails done, y'all. Yes. Finally, girl. Finally, I got my nails done, y'all. Girl, it feels so good, girl. You know I'm sitting here the whole time talking like this and stuff. Girl, I'm like, I mean, that's what it was. That's what it was. Because at the end of the day, I told the bitch, I said, bitch, what? I said, who are you and what it is? And when there's 3 different types of court cases or 9 steps to a case, blah, blah. See, the camera be off, y'all, but I just don't be pigeon stuck and shit. I be like still talking as if y'all can see me. I still be like doing this and that. And if I got a wig on, I'm flipping the hair back and shit. I usually don't have a wig on. I literally just threw this bitch on right now. But that's it. We do got the flashlight on, honey. Let's see if we can get in on the nails, girl. Yes, girl. He hooked me up, girl. Yes, girl. He hooked me up, girl. Yes, girl. And I got a pedicure too. Let me see if I can. Can I show y'all my toes? Oh my god, I can't show y'all my toes, girl. Damn, I can't. I guess y'all see. I got diamonds on. Let me see. I got diamonds on my toes too, girl. Can y'all see that? Woo! Girl, when I tell you, listen, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something right now. And you can catch your playback too. When I first got on here, I turned the camera on and y'all saw tease, okay? But either way, y'all, this man, when I tell you that this man, we got a deluxe pedicure. We get in this chair, y'all, and this chair massaged me from the root up. Like literally, girl, it was in the crack of my ass. It like spread in my ass cheeks from the top part, and it went up my back. Girl, it went all the way to the back of my neck, girl. It went all the way to the nape. it went all the way to my slender suede back. But anyway, listen, y'all. This cherry was getting me so good. And this man, this older Vietnamese man, honey, he's like, what would you like? I said, the best one y'all got. $65. I ended up paying 95 when I walked out, but still. $65. When I tell y'all, he got that water nice and hot. He let the bubbles hit my feet, y'all. Like I literally was falling asleep. I was slurring my words and shit. He got the foot up. He started, girl, just get. Oh my god, y'all! We were pampered, girl. We were in there for an hour and 20 minutes to get that pedicure. Yeah. See, Lachey had a woman, so I was like, "Oh, that's a little boring." Like, Mama don't have the strength to really get in there and break your foot down, and this man was like grabbing my feet and like squeezing it and like pulling the toes back. I was like, "Oh god!" I was trying to hold it together, y'all. I was trying to hold it together. I was trying to hold it together. This man, girl, and they go all the way up to your kneecap too. He was massaging my knee, massaging my shins, massaging my calves, going down, girl. They gave it, girl. It smelled very good too. We got a volcanic, I think it's called a volcanic spa, 5-in-1. So there's 5 different steps. He hot stoned me, he hot waxed me. He was like pulling each toe, like reflexology. Oh my God. I said, I'm coming back. I said, I'm coming back because, baby, I was a changed woman, y'all. It felt so good, y'all, that yesterday was the first time I took a nap in the daytime. Yesterday was the first time I took a nap in the daytime, y'all. I literally had 2 appointments. I leave one appointment. I said, let me go because I'm making me some creamy pasta, some creamy Cajun pasta, right? So I said, let me go get my supplies. So I literally leave out of the store, y'all, and I feel myself getting cross-eyed. Like I see my vision do this, and I say, oh my God, I'm tired. So, bitch, I pulled over on the side of the road in front of her preschool. And girl, I just put my seat back and I fell asleep. Girl, I slept for 45 minutes, y'all. It was a good nap too, bitch. I woke up, I felt good. Wiped my mouth because I was drooling, girl. I was drooling so much, girl. I had spit down my lip. I had it on my titties. It was everywhere, girl. Of course, Bella's just sitting there looking at me because she can't stand for a bitch to go to sleep. If this bitch is up, I can't sleep. Uh, Girl, if she go to sleep, I go to sleep. So she couldn't stand for me to go to sleep. So I wake up, this bitch is looking at me dead in my face. So I was like, bitch, it's time to go. But I slept, I had a good nap. I had a good nap, y'all. And I said, I need to go get this done every 2 weeks. Okay. I work hard. I need to be pampered. And I need to request this man too, because this man, girl, that's it. That's it, y'all. That's it. That's it. That's it, honey. That's it. That's it. That's it, honey. That's it, girl. Tomorrow's the weigh-in, y'all. I'm gonna see how much weight I've lost this week. Last week, y'all, I lost 11 pounds. Okay. And yes, honey, we're gonna go see how much weight I've lost since last week. Okay. I'm still a little overweight. BMI, they're saying I should be around 170 according to my height. I should be around 170, and I'm not. I'm actually 236. So either way, I'm still like 50, 60 pounds overweight, but I told my people I'm not going below 200 pounds because you can see my clavicle bone and you can also see my rib cage. So, bitch, when you get down to 200 or one, even not 190, you're going to see fucking bones and shit. Like, no, thank you. No, thank you, baby. I'm going to keep what I have, baby. And then also, what I noticed too is that I was gonna go bigger with my titties, but I said, girl, now that my stomach is starting to flatten out, like flatter than what it was, baby, now these titties look like two twins hanging from me. So I said, baby, I don't have to get them done. We were coming out yesterday, and I asked, my sister, I said, well, how do I look? And she said, what do you mean how you look? And the mailman was like, you look good. It's Lachey up in here. Lachey, remember that girl? He was like, you look good. He was like, you look good. I looked up, I was like, thank you. A mailman telling me that? Bitch, mind your business. He got me feeling like that song. You look good. You look good. Hey, by RuPaul, looking good and feeling gorgeous. You look good. How do I feel? I look good. Yes, honey. I don't know why, but electromagnetic distribution sounds right. You said it. Funny. Hey, Julie V, love and light. Yes, honey. Ow. They look gorgeous. Thank you so much, honey. Ow. Yes, honey. Ow. Coughing. No, no coughing. No, they're not. No, they're not coughing. No, no coughing. I was going to get coughing, but I said, let's start out short. I haven't had my nails done since October. I haven't had my nails done since October, honey. Let me see. I think these are just regular square nails. I think these are just regular square nails. Hold on. We're gonna be actually close to that window when I start getting on cam, honey. That's why it's so dark up in here, honey. You see that scar right there, y'all? I got my finger got shut in the door. That's what that scar is on that finger right there. See that right there? That scar? Bitch. Yeah, they say getting your finger jabbed, bitch. I got my finger jabbed. It didn't feel good. But no, they're not coughing, they're just squared. This middle finger, this one right here, this nail is too big for this finger. Yeah, it's too wide for this finger, honey. He tried that, girl. He tried that, girl. He tried that. Okay. Well, yes, honey. Regular square nail. Regular square nail, honey. Duck. These are called duck nails. These are called duck. They're called ducks, girl. We gotta get in. We gotta show the face before we go to, girl. Okay, there's no dark circles, there's no spots. There's no dark circles. There's no what's it called? Dark circles. There's no dark circles, puffiness, girl. There's no puffiness, girl. There's no puffiness, girl. We sleep good. We stay hydrated. You know. Anyway. Y'all, the next time we get on, we really gonna be in the light, okay? We're gonna be in the light, honey. I need to get this desk cleared off, y'all. I bought these shoe boxes for my shoes. They're clear from Walmart. You got 2 for $10 or 1 for $10. I don't know. And I bought 6 of them. So I need to clear that off. I need to I got all my little tools here. I need to actually move that container up here by this closet. Yeah, honey. The next time y'all will see me sitting down on a desk with the light on, okay? Y'all won't have to worry about the shadowy shit, okay? Okay, it's pretty. Yeah, the windows are covered good, okay? Come on in here. Where are my glasses at? Y'all, I don't know what I'm gonna have today. I'm getting a little hungry. Oh my God, did it spill out? Motherfucker. You got Bella. Get my mama Gita. Get my mama. Yes, honey. She busted my right. You busted your right index for the volleyball last night. Ooh. Ooh, hitting that ball that damn hard, honey. Ooh. I love the body I had when I played volleyball. Really not a fan. I don't miss the pain. I don't miss the hitting that ball and boo, 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 boo. Yeah, I don't miss that. But I definitely like the body I got from doing it. Honey. Yes, honey. Oh, they want me to breathe. Girl, it says we see that you're hyperventilating. We need you to do some deep breaths to start the timer now. Literally, this watch want me to do some deep breathing for an hour. They want me to do some deep breathing. Yes, it's saying I need to lose 20 pounds, but I think I need 10 more is enough, right? Yes, I want to be healthy. I don't want to be, yeah, I don't care about having my BMI in a good state. We talked about this before. Going to even eating right. Like, I still eat my cakes. I still eat my cupcakes. Like, for real, for real. I still do. I can go pull out my Doritos right now, my hot Cheetos. I can show you all that. I just learned I don't have to overindulge. I don't have to eat a whole bag of Twix because they taste good. I need to have control over that. So, yeah, I eat 5 or 6 Twix instead. A bag full of 24, I eat 6. Going into cupcakes. Yeah. Instead of me having, 6 cupcakes, bitch, I'm gonna have 1 or 2 cupcakes. That's how that works. Going into, foods. Like I said, I'm still eating what I love: hot Cheetos, cookies, hamburgers, whatever I want to eat. I'm still doing that. But I'm having more portion control. And I'm also taking into consideration like how much carbs is in this. Because that carbs turn into sugar, which then turns into fat and it's stored away. So it's like, okay, well, this is already going to pull me at 80 carbs. So let me slow down. And carbs for me, like I said, is bread, cookies, chips. Carbs from vegetables and fruit, I don't give a fuck about that. Same thing with calories. Yeah, I can eat all the calories I want from fruits and vegetables because that's not going to be stored as fat. Okay, at all. Okay. So I'm okay with that, honey. That's going to be in my system. It's going to be put out. But carbs from cookies, cakes, pizza, and all that, I'm very, very mindful of that. So I was even shocked that last week I lost 11 pounds because in that week, I had 4 pizzas for Maggio pizzas. I ate a whole roll of Oreo cookies within those 7 days. I literally had eaten out like 2 or 3 times. But once again, I think it was portion control for me. And I was like, ooh, I still lost 30 pounds. And I didn't exercise at all. Like, girl, I actually gotta go move that turtle tank, my other turtle tank out that room, because it's on my bike right now. But I've not really exercised outside of walking for like 2 weeks. I was like 11 pounds down without exercising. So I could have been 20 pounds down already. Girl, probably even 15, 18. Who knows? Probably even more if I didn't eat those damn cookies and shit and pizzas. Who knows? Who knows, girl? Yes, it just look a little purple, but there's no pain. Ooh. Love square nails. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. I like my claws, but I gotta wait until they get a little longer. I gotta get used to these bitches again. I couldn't even text yesterday. I was doing laundry. I couldn't even do laundry. I was like, what the fuck is going on with me, bitch? I didn't have my nails on for 5 months and you would act like I never had nails on. I'm sitting here texting all weirdly. I'm like, bitch, what's going on? Okay, come on here, Magic Cat. Yes, honey. Yes, my body is getting good. 2 days a week, I'm at 210, eating good, slow, but very steady. Right. And that's all that matters. There's no rush. It's about being healthy, and that's what it's about. I've seen people, to be honest with you, lose so much weight so quickly and they look sick. There was a guy, like they were talking about the Noom app, right? Like having conversations with other people that are into weight loss. They're like, why don't you try Nutrisystem? Why don't you do Weight Watchers? Why don't you do Wonder Slim and blah 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 blah? They're giving all these ideas, but I'm like, I don't want to restrict what I like to eat for one, but for two, oh, that's how I was going with that. One of the persons was 300 pounds, 6 feet tall, so about 2 inches taller than me, 300 pounds, and he was big. I said, damn, I wonder is that what I looked like? I didn't feel like I looked like that. I didn't see that, but I wonder is that what I looked like? Daddy got down to 234 pounds, and Daddy was like he looked like the crepe keeper. Like his skin was very pale, his hair was thinning, he had very dark circles around his eye, his teeth were yellow. And I was just like, see right there? That's why there's no starving diet. See right there? That's why it's no doing that, baby. Yeah, that right there, that's why I'm completely cutting out Snicker bars. I'm completely cutting out Twix bar. Yeah, I'm gonna lose my weight slow and steady, and that's what matters to me. Realistically, bitch, as long as my markings stay within the range that they need to be in, that's everything. A1C, my kidneys, as long as everything is in the right range, that's all that matters to me. And I feel good. I have energy. I don't care about the whole, well, you got to be the right size and I need a 6 pack. And oh, girl, bye. That ain't, yeah. The way I look ain't stopped me from getting a man. It's not stopped me from getting any of the support I need. So yeah, me getting small ain't gonna make that neither. I like what I see in the mirror. I don't have a problem with what I see. I want to prevent diseases and issues. I have cousins and family members that when they were in their mid 30s, they started developing health problems. And I don't want that. I had a cousin by the time he was 42 years old. And that's what was kind of weird for me too. This cousin was 42 and he was healthy though. Like he was skinny. And this man had a pacemaker. He had a pacemaker at 42 years old. That shit is scary. 42 years old. You got to be fucking kidding me. Going into another cousin, I know she had something with she had to get her gallbladder taken out. And she wasn't even 38. I was like, whoa, going into diabetes. I have cousins that die from strokes. Like, yeah, 30, 40, 50s. Still, that's still young to me. Of a stroke. Heart disease. Uh, uh, Diabetes. Not dying for diabetes, but getting diabetes. Like, I have family history of this stuff. And that's where I'm like, ooh, that shit is scary. Because fuck the dumb shit. Like, I couldn't dare sit here and be on medicine. And I'm not judging anybody, but I couldn't dare sit here and be on medicine and fake the funk like my life is good, like I'm perfect, like I'm happy that everything's just so flourishing because my body is dying. And that's what that means. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, all this shit is not hereditary. They tell you this, it's not. It's what you eat, it's what you're putting in your body, it's what you're dealing with energetically. So for me, I don't want that. I don't want high blood pressure pills. I don't want to deal with high cholesterol. I don't want to have to take insulin. And that's if you're lucky, because everybody can't even handle insulin from what I did my research on. Some people's illness is so bad that they have to do injections every 2 or 3 hours. And if they don't, they're going to die. To me, that's scary. So like I said, that's all I care about. I don't care about nothing else. I don't care about if it makes me look good. Oh, now my body's looking better. Fuck the dumb shit. Because I know skinny people that still had diabetes. I know skinny people that still had high blood pressure. I know skinny people that still have fucking issues. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Life is very, very, very important to me. I cherish life. I cherish all the opportunities that I've had with life. Going to see my sister dying with weight loss surgery. That's another thing too, where it's like, ooh, that's scary. So for me, it's about getting that together. And on the way to get the body together and health together, the mind had to stay right. I believe that. That's why I'm so good. Lachey is like, girl, how did you stop? You know, what made you switch up your diet so quick? How's all of a sudden, girl, blah, blah, blah. And girl, we're like I said, we're what, 40 days in? And I'm like, bitch, because it's life or death. Fuck the dumb shit. Like, I know you can live on high blood pressure pills. I know you can live on insulin. I know you can live on high cholesterol pills. I know you can live on all that. I know that. But could you imagine you waking up living only because the pill is keeping you alive? Like, bitch, no, now it's a vegan diet. Now it's completely cut out because there's something that's causing that. If I drink, I'm getting rid of that. If I smoke, I'm getting rid of that. If I eat bad, I'm getting rid of that. So for me, that's why it's so easy. Bitch, do I want to live or do I want to die? Do I want to live or do I want to live a life and be fucking sick and have no fucking energy? And oh my God, I'm throwing up. And oh my God, I have diarrhea. No, hon, you have that shit because you're sick. Your body is telling you that you need to be healed. That's why you're having that. Oh, it's normal for me to get this headache. No, it's not. That's a side effect of one of the illnesses that you have. Oh, it's normal for me to feel nauseous every morning at 1 o'clock. Oh, yeah. Bitch, that's your body shutting down, babe. That's not energy. That's nobody putting work on you, babe. That's your body shutting down because you're on all these damn medicines and the body is conflicting with that. And that's another thing, too, I'll be thinking about, too. I was reading, like, even hormones, right? Hormones, you're not supposed to be drinking or smoking while you're on hormones. And it ain't no, you pop the pill and you're not supposed to smoke after the pill. You're not supposed to do none of that. I even looked up like high blood pressure medicine. I looked up high cholesterol medicine and diabetes medicine. You're not supposed to be drinking while you take these pills. So it's not people dying from heart disease or high blood pressure. It's the complications. It's because you're on high blood pressure medicine and you're drinking alcohol. It says right there, no alcohol. It's not saying don't consume alcohol while you're taking it. It says do not consume it while you're on this fucking regimen. So it's like, bitch, I don't feel bad, honey. You tell me somebody died of natural causes, I'm a little more remorseful. I'm a little more like, oh, this is sad. But you're going to sit here to my motherfucking face and tell me that a smart, educated man or woman died of COPD, died of congestive heart failure, died of heart disease, died of diabetes, died of a stroke. You're going to sit here and tell me that, and I'm going to be like, oh my God. Like, I'm going to feel empathetic. I'm going to feel compassionate about it. But ultimately, I'm going to be like, damn. In my mind, thinking like, damn, why could they have not done better? Why could they have not done their research and say, why am I really feeling out of whack? Why am I really feeling dehydrated? Why am I really feeling tired? Bitch, it's your medication. So, bitch, that's what you need to get rid of. Fuck the dumb shit. Fuck you trying to get married by June. Fuck you trying to have a baby by September. Fuck you trying to buy your new car, new house. Get off those medications. That's what the fuck you need to do. Because like I said, bitch, been there, done that. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. On the medicine, off the medicine, told if I don't change my life, I will be on medicine and stop the shit. So I've been there. So bitch, that should be your number one goal. Fuck the dumb shit. Fuck buying a house. Fuck buying a car because you're not going to be able to enjoy that. You're not going to be able to enjoy that new house, that new car. You're not going to be able to enjoy your new children, your new husband, your new wife. You're not going to be able to enjoy that shit because you're going to be dead. They're going to have to visit your ass in the fucking hospital because now you got to get your fucking legs amputated. And now you hear, poor me, poor me, and poor me. You have the responsibility to take care of yourself. Learn something from this. In the words of my godmother, Tyra Banks. Learn something from this little girl. That will be my goal. Bitch, fuck the dumb shit. Oh, I'm trying to buy a house. I'm trying to get a car. I'm trying to book a trip to Dubai. Are you coming? Hun, you take pills for what? Diabetes? High cholesterol? You take shit for IBS? You take shit for glaucoma? You take shit for what else? You take medicine for? Oh, and you on anti-anxiety pills? And you worried about going to fucking Dubai? The fuck about it here, bitch. Bye, bye, bye. Duh. That's what fuck, bitch. Bye, bye, dummy. That's what the fuck you should be telling yourself, bitch. Bye, bye, dummy. Girl, fuck that. Get your life together. Fuck that shit. Get your life together, hon. Because your life is not together. And that's why I said respectfully to my friends, my family, and those I love, I'm not taking no advice from anybody who should be medicated and they're not. I'm not taking advice from anybody when it comes to health if you're going about it in the wrong way. That's it. You're going about it because, bitch, I don't know. I like that. I'm not taking none of that advice. I'm not taking no health advice. I'm not taking no finance advice from people that can't even save up $10,000. I'm not doing, listen, like I said, no shade, no tea. But honey, I'm not taking no advice, honey, because you could be doing the research on how to stop that. You could do the research on how do I prevent this? How do I stop me from having to take 7 pills a day? Because that's my concern. Bitch, fuck the dumb shit. I don't want to be sitting here popping pills and, oh my God, the side effect of my pills is weight gain. The side effects of my pills is headache and nausea. So you're okay with that? You're okay with that? I'm not. Like I said, I want to live. I don't want to die. And that is what makes people motherfucking change. If you want to die, just say it. Just say it. Because when you want to die, you don't care about you being on a medicine. If you want to die, you don't care about what alcohol does to you. If you want to die, you don't care about what that shit does to you. You don't care. You're like, oh, well, it makes you feel good. Okay. Bitch, so yeah, you're going to be really at peace when you're in that 6 feet underground. Yeah, 6 feet under. You're going to really feel good. Yeah, you're going to really feel good, sis. You're going to feel really good 6 feet under that ground, baby. Yes, you are. And all the opportunities that was missed. All the opportunities that you could have did before that time came. And you had to go bye-bye. And oh, well, yeah, but that person died at 70. Yeah, that's still kind of young, though. 80. Oh, yeah, that's still kind of young. Going into my grandparents, congestive heart failure. Going into great aunts of mine, congestive heart failure. Stroke. That was my grandfather's stroke. Thinking about it, like, damn, they died when they were 80. They died in 1990. And there's relatives that died in 2020 in my family. They missed out on 30 years of experiences because of their lifestyle. Like, that's what motivates me. They died of shit they could have changed. Regardless of what it is. Oh, well, we've been through shit. Go get therapy. Go talk about it with somebody. That's what the fuck you do. You got to use your brain. But you use your brain for everything else, though. You can figure out how to suck dick, how to get fucked. You can figure out how to scam. You can figure out how to get a fake EIN. You can figure out how to get a PPP loan. You can figure out how to con the bank to give you a loan. You can figure out all these other things, but you can't figure out how to get your life together to where you can live to experience all that life has to offer you. That's sad to me. That's really, really sad to me, y'all. That's really sad. And that's it. That's really, really sad, though, to me. Like I said, I think about that all the time. Every day, all day. That's what keeps me motivated. That's what keeps me on track. Every day, I'm thinking about that when I have a number like, damn, like this could have been different. Like people would sit here and they slough down just all day every day Doritos and they eat a whole damn, I gotta have Burger King. And like, whoa. And then when they get something, it's poor me, poor me, poor me, poor me. I gotta go get all my teeth pulled out because I have liver problems. I have to go get, oh my God, I need a kidney transplant. Can someone help me? And it's just like, well, wait a minute, honey. Like, what's really going on here though? Because you didn't care about you. So why should we care about you? And then it's a generational thing. And of course, I forgave my ancestors for the things they did not show, the things they did not teach, because this is a generational thing. Going into teaching your children how to eat right and how to be smart with what they eat. That's why I applaud people. When I be seeing people in the grocery stores with their children and they're buying their children fruits and vegetables and they're buying organic baby food, I'd be like applauding that stuff. That should be like really be getting me emotional because it's like, damn. When you see parents that be having like 5-year-old kids that be fucking 300 pounds looking, giving them fucking Hostess Little Debbie cakes and shit, the kids fucking sucking on suckers and shit. Like, girl, that baby don't even got teeth yet. And you letting this kid eat a whole fucking bag of fucking Snickers? Like, bitch, you don't lost your goddamn fucking mind. That's when CPS needs to come in and take your damn kids away. That's when the law needs to fucking step in. Fuck the dumb shit. Neglect comes in many ways, and that's one of them. Fuck the dumb shit. But then you look at the parents and you're like, well, you're a little unhealthy too. You're a little unfit too, sis. Bruh, you got fucked up eating habits too. No shade. You got fucked up eating habits too. It's like I said, it's just some real fucked up shit. And now we got children getting cancers. We got children getting diabetes. We got just people going out from crazy stuff. Crazy stuff that could have been prevented. But because they didn't care, now everybody else has to care because they didn't give a fuck about what went in their body. They didn't give a fuck about how important it was to take care of their body. They didn't give a fuck about how important it was to heal thyself from the inside out. Now everybody else has to care. But like I said, it's some real sad fucked up shit. It's some real sad fucked up shit. And not everybody, because there are some exceptions. There are some exceptions. But I'm like, girl, for the most part, you know what you're doing, and you're like, oh, I don't really care. Okay, I don't care neither. I don't care neither, sis. It ain't my business, and I'm minding my business all the way to the grave. No shade. Whether I go before you or I go after you, I'm minding my business all the way to the grave, baby. What you did in your life is your business. Oh, it's unfortunate. Oh, I'm gonna miss her. I'm gonna miss him. But it's gonna be like, baby, yeah, they didn't really care though. They didn't really care. They wanted to keep smoking. They wanted to keep drinking. They wanted to keep fucking and sucking. Yeah. It's, oh, well, they got an STD. They got HIV. Well, that ain't really my concern. It's a sad situation. But hey, we've been knowing about this since the 80s. You were born after the 80s and you still doing dumb shit. Hey, that's not my business. God bless you, though. Peace be upon your spirit. Bitch, going into once again food and shit. Oh, God, I just found out I have high blood pressure. So what we going to do about it? And you still eating cakes and ho-hos and do-dos and go-go's and like what? You don't do research about what's in these foods that's possibly causing this high blood pressure? Well, it's boring to me. Okay. I'd rather eat boring than to be sick. I mean, that's just me because you are sick, regardless of what you think about it. High blood pressure, diabetes, I know I keep saying that. You are sick if you have these things. You're not healthy. You're not healthy having high blood pressure. You're not healthy having diabetes. You're not healthy having high cholesterol. You're not healthy having heart disease. You're not healthy having any of that. You are unhealthy. You are dying. You're in the orange zone, babe. That's what that is. Red zone is you dead. But you are in the fucking orange zone, baby. Okay, hello. No shade. We're going to keep it moving respectfully. Now I got to go. Okay. Y'all loving light, honey. Your birthday, you're getting 2 days a week. Oh, okay, your body. I haven't been eating that much. Haven't anything extracted. It's too far. Right. I'm telling you. That's what make me think, like going into my teeth and stuff. I become so obsessed with my fucking teeth because of that. Like my grandmother had all her teeth taken out when she was younger because they had no money for dental. So she had no good dental care. Growing up, once again, I abandoned my teeth a little bit too, where I was getting cavities because I wasn't brushing my teeth. My mama said, go brush your teeth. And of course I didn't. I would say, okay, brush the toothbrush over my teeth for a little bit, be done with it. As an adult, I kind of neglected too. But when I started having to have a root canal or this and that, I'm like, ooh, I need to take these teeth serious because I couldn't imagine not having no damn teeth. Like your food tastes different without teeth. Your body acts different without teeth too. That's a proven fact. So it's like, ooh, like I'm okay with one or two teeth missing because that's, that's how it is to me. I have one tooth extract. They're going to extract one more, but we have teeth put in those places. So it's really not a bad thing. But I'm like, I cannot imagine having no teeth putting dentures in my mouth and then have the audacity to want to read somebody down or to give advice on being good. No, honey, give us advice on how we can keep our teeth. Give us advice on, like, teach us your mistakes that you made. If you're sick in your body, teach us how we cannot be sick in our body, because nobody is sick just to be sick. Oh, I exercise, I eat right, but I'm still sick. That's not true. Like, prove that to me. So like I said, it's very terrifying to get your teeth pulled out, to have fucked up teeth issues. I can imagine have a fucked up taste bud, because that's how when you have bad teeth in your mouth. You have fucked up. Oh, girl, I can imagine that. So that's a fear of mine as well. But like you said, being cut open, having a scar on your stomach because they got to take out your pancreas or they got to take out your appendix. Like, oh, girl, that's just scary. I have an uncle that had his appendix removed, and he had a big ass scar that will not go away. I'm like, that's some scary ass. Oh, girl, just scary ass shit. Going into complications in pregnancy, people were always equating, healthcare, blah, 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 blah. But I really do think that a lot of people are having issues during childbirth and stuff is because of lifestyle. I don't think it's totally because the doctors are so-called ignoring them, because clearly you're in the room with them. Clearly, I mean, like, girl, unless you're telling me clearly you're there, I'm in pain, she's pressing the button, and doctors are just completely ignoring. I could see that. But I'm like, what was the body like, and what was the health like before? Because I know a lot of people that are of a particular hue that have a lot of children and they had no complications. Then you have the ones that they're like, oh, she had complications. And then you look and you're like, yeah, but mama looked like she's not that healthy though. Mama doesn't look like she should have been trying to have a baby anyway, because she looked very unhealthy. Very, it looks like there's a lot of stuff off there. So it's like, what's really going on here? Were they like, baby, she's at her breaking point? Like, girl, I have an auntie who had high blood pressure before she got pregnant. She got pregnant at 44 years old with high blood pressure. And I think she had like gout or something. Throughout her whole pregnancy, there was complications. She had that baby. She almost died. And her blood pressure was like way up there. And it was like, but she had high blood pressure before she got pregnant though. So what do you think was going to happen once that baby comes in? Like, girl, get it together, honey. Get it together, girl. Get it together. What do you think about the new research that says that cancer is not genetic? I believe it's not. I believe it's not. I believe it's not. I believe it's not. I don't think diabetes is genetic. I don't think none of that. I think there's something called genetic lotto. I do believe that. Like, just so happen your great auntie could have it, so you can get it too. But if your neighbor got it, there's a chance you can get it. But I definitely think that all of our things that we have is caused by our influences. I do believe that, whether it is environmental influences or it's dietary influences or it's energetic influence. Everything that we experience comes from outside influences. I'm a firm believer in that. I'm a firm believer in that. What is the root cause of this? You grow up in the hood, you grow up in nasty ass environments, you're going to have a certain type of experience. You're going to have a lot of issues with you, whether it's mentally, whether it's emotionally, whether it's physically. Let's talk about it. You grow up in a household where you're not celebrated. Instead, you're torn down. You're called a wench at 4 years old. You're told that you're a fat ass kid, and these parents or people are giving you the shit to be fat. Now you grow up and you have these issues. Once again, this is environmental influences. Going into dietary, they tell us right now that there's stuff in soda that causes cancer, and people still drink fucking soda. They tell us that there's the links between red meat and fucking diabetes, and we still gotta fucking scarf down red fucking meat all day, every day. Not in proportions. We gotta have it all day, every day. We gotta have a big ass platter of fucking pork chop and motherfucking collard. Like, girl, we gotta have the greasiest, the most sugariest fucking shit. And they already said that they have linked sugar to fucking brain activity. But now they're saying that autism is connected to Tylenol. I don't believe that. I need more proof to prove that. I really believe that stress of the parent causing kids to come out autistic. I really do feel that. I feel like possibly the mother or the father had dirty systems, and that also influenced autism. I also feel like the diet of the mother and father also shapes the child, because sperm makes the baby. So the father is scarfing down Doritos and fucking Burger King and fucking drinking beer all day and drinking fucking Pepsi and cola all week and all day. And daddy fucking look like he's 9 months pregnant. And you have a baby by this man. What do you think that kid is going to come out with? Because the sperm is fucking damaged and sick. You think that kid going to come out completely healthy? Let's talk about it for a minute. That's what the shit comes down to. But everybody got the audacity to worry about shit that does not mind them. Gay people's not a concern. Trans people are not a concern. That's not a Jeffrey Myers, Jeffrey March, Dylan Damari, whatever fuck that nigga name is. That's not our fucking concern. We need to be concerned about what's at hand. STD rates are still high. Diagnosis of cancers are still high. Diagnosis of diabetes is high. That's what we need to be focused on. We need to be focused on why Burger King is able to serve us deadly foods. Why is McDonald's still able to serve us deadly foods? We need to be concerned why Pepsi and Coca-Cola can able to put poison on the fucking shelves. That's what we need to be concerned with. Why there's liquor easily accessible. Why is there tobacco easy? Like, this is the shit we need to be concerned with. We should not be concerned about what the fuck everybody else is doing. We need to really get down to the nitty gritty of shit. And that's what that shit comes down to. Oh, I got sick with something. What you eating? I mean, well, I gotta have, a hamburger. If I don't eat a hamburger, I'm gonna fuck somebody up. Okay. What else? Oh, I gotta have, a glass of wine. Like, there's pesticides inside of wine and all that good stuff that cause a lot of health issues. Not just psychologically, but physically. And you know that in women, everything that's in the body circulates and stops inside the uterus. And in the man, it stops inside of the prostate, the testicles, and also the abdomen. So that's why men tend to have a lot of issues in the abdomen area. But that's where it stops and it circulates. It stops in that area. So it's like everything you put in your body is going to affect your reproductive system, your sexual organs, and the major organs that you need. This is like common sense. So it's like, why are we not doing nothing about it? Why? And we're not talking about becoming vegan and plant-based, but we're saying, okay, you want to drink your Pepsi? Okay, drink 1 or 2 of them a week. You have motherfuckers in the store have a whole fucking shopping cart paying with EBT to get fucking soda. Well, I just want to just come up and say, motherfucker, my fucking tax dollars is paying for this fucking bullshit, right? Like, girl, really? Girl, just the cart be filled with fucking Pepsis, bro. Like, girl, you really need that much fucking soda. You really need that much fucking soda. You're addicted, but you're a crackhead. I don't care what nobody say. Crackheads, everybody's a fucking crackhead. You're addicted to soda, you're a crackhead. You're addicted to wine, you're a crackhead. You're addicted to weed, you're a crackhead. You're addicted to smoking cigarettes, you're a crackhead. Bitch, you're addicted to anything, you're a crackhead. I don't got no addictions. And I'm willing to bet that. Anybody want to test me, you can test me. I have no addictions, honey. Outside of talking. That's the only addiction I have. I'm addicted to talking, so I guess I'm a talking crackhead. I don't know. But I'm not addicted to no foods. I'm not addicted to no alcohol, none of that bullshit. Because that shit does not make or break me. So once again, living by spirit is how you're going to get it, bitch. Not the other way around. People don't have spirit in their life. That's why they need that sugar to fill that void. People don't have spirit in their life. That's why they need that wine to fill that void. People don't have spirit in their life. That's why they need that weed to fill that void. People don't have spirit in their life. That's why they need that tobacco. That's why they need that ecstasy pill. Because they don't have fucking spirit. Tell me otherwise. Prove to me otherwise. Prove to me that you are an avid drinker, smoker, whatever, and you got spirit in your life. Prove it to me. Reach out to me. TwinSpiritMSA@gmail.com. Let's talk about it. Would love to know how spirit is there with that being there. Because you cannot worship 2 gods. You cannot have 2 gods, honey. You cannot have 2 gods, baby. You're going to have one. So you tell me how wine is your God, how cigarettes is your God, how chocolate is your God, how weed is your God, and yet you still work with God. Hello? I'll wait. And why God hasn't helped heal you of your addictions. Hello? Hello? And now people are gonna say, well, sex is an addiction. Whatever. You gotta make kids have sex or whatever, girl. That's an addiction. Okay, girl, let it be. Bitch, that's not gonna kill you though, unless you get an STD or STI. That's a whole nother story. But bitch, all that shit's gonna kill you, baby. You're gonna have liver problems, kidney problems, you're gonna have lung problems, because all that shit going to your lungs too. Lungs, kidneys, all that shit dehydrates you. Alcohol, marijuana, and tobacco dehydrates your body. So, bitch, you're gonna have something with something's gonna be fucked up. So like I said, bitch, why isn't spirit showing you a better way? Oh, I believe in spirit. Oh, I'm a powerful witch. Oh, I'm a praying witch. Oh, my grandma was a hereditary witch. Oh, I've been doing this for hundreds of years. My ancestors were this, and we had this power. Okay, so why can't the spirit show you how to get your finances together, your addictions together, your out of control spending? Like, girl, why isn't the spirits have come in and helped you? Because see, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that it's there. I'm not convinced that it's there because I don't see it in you. I don't feel it in you. Show me. Show me that the spirit is there. Ask the spirit to come in and make a way out of no way. Ask the spirit to get rid of things that means you hard. And that's something two people like I asked God to take away things that are not for me, and he started taking people the fuck out of here. No, the fuck he didn't. No, the fuck he didn't. Because if you start asking God to take away things and people that are not for you, God would have took away your addiction to motherfucking wine. He would have took away your addiction to motherfucking club. He would have took away your addiction to fucking smoking weed. He would have took away your fucking addiction of trying to get validation from other people. That's what the fuck he would have did. Don't sit there and fucking be blasphemous of God, bitch. I don't know what type of God you worship, but it's just not the universal God. It's not the God who had intelligence to create you. I know that for one goddamn sure. I know that for goddamn sure, bitch. That's not the one. That's not the one, girl. Is it a makeshift God? Because, bitch, you're not going to sit here and tell me that bullshit. Check out, yeah, I asked, and he started taking away fake friends, but he didn't take away your addiction. So you asked God to remove people out of your life that was wishing you harm, but he kept you in the club. He kept you drinking and smoking. He kept you having sex with random people. He kept you doing very risky other stuff. Even though he took away the people that you attracted to you, he still kept the addictions there? Oh, girl. Hell no. That ain't my business, girl. That ow. Ow. It's not genetic at all. That's so real. Don't give me advice if you have right. They're saying it's not hereditary. It's not. It's not, honey. It's not. If it's hereditary and you're able to do energy work to stop it, so does that mean you now started a whole nother DNA thing? Because the Bible talks about what is hereditary and what is not, and how you have the ability to change these hereditary issues. And that's why I keep talking about when we talk about spirituality and stuff. I'm a little confused on what people think spirituality is. I'm a little confused on what people think of witches. I'm a little confused on what people think that a psychic is. I'm a little confused about that. Because in my mind, if you could burn a candle on your finances, you could burn a candle on your addictions. You could burn a candle on your protection. You could burn a candle on changing your financial love life. That's what I feel. So I'm a little confused on how, if you have the power to change what the universe has ordained for you, because people said everything happens for a reason, right? So you have the power to stop you from dying of a car accident because someone put a curse on you to cause a car accident, which is already a sign that you have the power to change your hereditary, right? Your inheritance. That's where hereditary comes from. Something that you inherit is a fucking hereditary. It's a fucking heritage thing. It's a lineage thing. So once again, if you have the ability to change your financial state, why you don't have the ability to change your health state? You do, but I'm asking for those who say they don't have the power. You have the power to change anything else in your life that's already been written, because they say we have the book of life and everything's already written in stone, right? That's what they say. Then how are you able to get things to happen? Well, maybe eventually what you're asking for was already written down. That's fine. It's true. But the average man don't realize that. So imagine how many people have lived their life not knowing what their true potential are. Okay, hello? Okay, hello? Going into, I remember when they said hot Cheetos can cause cancer, right? Hot Cheetos can cause cancer. Everything can cause cancer. You got MSG in hot Cheetos. You got MSG in hot dogs. You got nitric oxide, dioxide. Everything can cause cancer, including the lotion that you put on your body. Including the lotion that you put on your body. Now, people are going to say, my grandmama, she ate pork back in the day. She didn't get sick. But your grandmother probably also drank a lot of water. Your grandmother probably also had other things with that pork. She wasn't just slopping down pork. Now, right now, y'all eating pork. Y'all eating fake sugar. Y'all eating MSG. Y'all eating fucking phenolol. Not phenol. What is it? Phenylalanine? Phenylkylinin? Something like that. It's pH, not FETA. Y'all having all these chemicals in your body at once, something's going to manifest from that. So now it's, oh my God, they must be feeding us fake foods because now people are getting sick and our ancestors didn't get sick with this. Yeah, your ancestors ate shit in moderations and shit too. They was not being greedy. They were not emotionally eating. They were not getting triggered by commercials to go out and go get a cheesecake, even though they don't eat the cheesecake. Let's talk about it. So everything could definitely cause cancer. Everything, okay? Everything. Okay, come on in there, Larry. Yes, honey. Yeah, we're good, Larry. How are you? Me, great grandmother died from kidney cancer. She was an alcohol and none in the second generation has had cancer. There you go. Thus far. Thus far. And that's a blessing. Low vibration foods equal low vibration health and low vibration people. You said it. You said it. That's why I'm like, I don't feel sorry. I don't. Like I cannot help but thinking, and I kind of got into it with someone lightly because they were like, everybody don't want to be healthy like you. And I said, I'm making a note of that. And they were like, what does that mean? I'm making a note of that. When it comes to your eulogy or it comes down to anything, I'm going to more than likely tell you in that moment, remember you said everybody don't want to be healthy? Because right now, my life is changing. And there's a reason why we're in each other's lives. And I'm not just here to teach you. You're also here to teach me some things as well, because of course you could be older than me. You could be more experienced than me when it comes to the streets or whatever. But it's like at the end of the day, honey, we're all here to learn from each other. So now I'm telling you in your sickness with your medication that you have the power to stop this. You have the power to change what you're doing, hun. And I'm begging you to do that. And instead of you saying, okay, I'm going to try, you're saying, fuck that shit. I ain't giving up my motherfucking candy addiction. I ain't giving up my motherfucking hamburgers. Fuck the dumb shit. I'm still gonna be sucking dick unprotectedly with random people I don't give a fuck about. Bitch, fuck you. I don't want to live the life you live. Okay. Okay. I remember that, baby. I remember that girl when they said that you HIV positive. Or they say you got some tea going on. I'm gonna say, well, remember, you said nobody gotta be healthy like me. You don't want to live the life I'm living. Remember that. Because, baby, I definitely don't want to live the life you living. You got to pop pills. And it's even more sadder when people have health issues that stack on top of each other. Like they have I know people that have diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and like other issues, and they got to take medicine for all 4 issues. Where there's fucking 12 pills every day they got out. You go to the medicine cabinet, they got fucking 12 pills right here to fucking take. Oh, I read out of my Anatilanogin. The fuck up out of here, bitch. And you're going to sit there and have a conversation with me about anything? About how I'm living my life when you're not living yours? I'm going to need you to leave. I'm going to need you to save that for your mama or save it for somebody who gives a fuck, because I really don't give a fuck. Because you should be worried about what I'm worried about. You should be wanting to live. Everything else is going to come along with living. They say health is wealth, right? Like you living your life is going to bring everything else to you. But the fact is that it's okay. You know, I'm over the age of 40. They said at 40, you do increase your chance of getting sick. So it's okay. No, it's not okay, honey. No, it's not okay. That's the average show, girl. Are you average or are you not average? Because now I'm starting to think you're just an average ass Jane or fucking John Doe girl. And I don't hang out with John Does, basic John Does and basic ass Janes, girl. Because you have the power to do what you need to do and how you need to do it. And you choose not to. Because it comes down to choice. You have the ability to get off your medications and you choose not to. Same thing with bronchitis and asthma. I know a lot of people are a little confused with that, but just like you can develop bronchitis and asthma as an adult, you can also get rid of bronchitis and asthma that you had as a kid. So it's like for me, I'm like, baby, I got something, high cholesterol, or whatever, any ailment. And now I'm getting diagnosed with something else. Now I'm like, baby, it's something I'm doing that ain't right. I don't know what it is, but listen, let me reach out to a nutritionist like I did. Let me reach out to a dietitian like I did. Let me reach out to someone who could put me in the right path. Maybe not walk me all the way down the path, but who can reach out to me and say, here's an idea. Why don't you try this? If this doesn't work out, you could try this. If this doesn't, like, that's what we're talking about. But to be like, girl, I'm okay. Honey, we all got to die of something. Well, you can keep your dead energy over there, baby. We all do have to die of something. You said that right. That's for sure. Just like we all got to pay taxes, but everybody don't pay taxes, do they? Same thing with that bullshit. Girl, You're gonna die of something, and you're okay with that right now? Yeah, I'm trying to live. I'm trying to live, baby. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go, honey. Yeah. Good luck with you. Find some other people that's looking forward to dying right now. Bye. Bye, honey. Good luck with that. God bless you and them. Okay. Bitch, bye. Just stop by, getting ready to get you. Oh, I heard that. Do the rosary with the coworker. I know that's right, honey. My leg don't went to sleep, honey. I gotta go, honey. That's it. Go out, honey. It took 2 hours for it to start to go to sleep. I gotta have a soda pop after every meal. My auntie, honey. I'll never forget that. My mama cooked dinner, and my auntie stopped by. My mom was like, "You want to have some?" And she's like, "What you having?" And my mom was like, "We having, this and that with gravy, da 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 da." And she's like, "Yeah." She's like, "But do you have a soda?" And my mom was like, or she was like, "What you having there to drink?" My mom was like, "A wine cooler, water, juice." And she was like, "No soda?" My mom was like, "No." She's like, "Yeah, I'll pass." She literally did not want to have dinner, y'all, because there was no soda. And guess what? The same auntie right now has thyroid issues. The same auntie right now has congestive heart failure that she got to take medicine for. The same auntie right now have a lot of this. She have something with her nerves where she feels pain all day. Not fibromyalgia. There's another one. It's like, girl, like we have to be good to our bodies. We have to be good to ourselves. Being good to yourself is not just looking good. It's about treating yourself good. It's about surrounding yourself with good people and good things. That's what being good to you is. And it's like, girl, if you're not on that level, I really wish you the best in life because I'm taking forward. I'm going forward and I'm not looking back. Okay. Okay. I'm living to live, not dying to live. Okay. Hello. Hello. Can we talk about it? Are we talking about it, honey? I'm living to live, not dying to live. Okay. I have my weakness. It's sweet tea. Well, let's say it ain't too bad. See, you can use monk fruit to make your sweet tea, Larry. You can use stevia. You can use what is it? You can use sugar alcohol for your sweet tea. That's nothing. Okay. That's nothing. Okay. Thank you so much, Larry. Thank you. Later, Gator. Yes, honey. That reminded me of a lady online talking about how low vibrational place. What's her name, girl? The bitch that been married multiple times. Girl, low vibration on my ass, honey. Love and light, Mystic. I gotta jump in the shower. Have a blessed day. Right? Yes, honey. I gotta go too, honey. Love and light. That's sad. We only have one body. We do. We do. And before I go, I'm gonna say this. I know a lady who was diagnosed with something years ago when I was like 25, right? It's like 7 or 8 years ago. This lady was diagnosed with an illness. And she was like, before she got the illness, so this is crazy. Before she got the illness, but I feel like she knew something was wrong. Before she got the illness, she was like, girl, what I want to do is I want to live this life and do what it is that I do because I know I done some fucked up shit in my life. And then I'm going to have another life. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna be reincarnated, and that life is gonna be better. But she was already talking about having another life, and I told her, "You need to get this life together, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, but I'm in my 30s. This life is already, this life is already almost gone." And I'm like, "Okay, I let it go." Mama got sick with something a couple of months later. Went to the doctor and they told her what she had, and so at this point, Mama ended up dying from this, right? But once again, before she got sick with this, I told her, change your ways now. You have so much, you have so many opportunities. You're young. You have the mind to change whatever you need to change. 90 days. 3 months, you can really go from being sick to being healthy. It depends on how severe you are sickly. We say 6 months to a year, but still slow steps, right? But she didn't listen. And just like many other people that I see on YouTube, there's another YouTuber that I watch who is older and who is diabetic and stuff. Based on what they say, I think they're taking care of themselves and blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. But I'm like, but if you're taking it serious, then those results should already have manifested. especially going into years. You were diagnosed with this years ago. If you were taking your life changes seriously, it would show. We know that the bigger you are, the quicker you lose weight. People don't know that, but the bigger you are, the quicker you lose weight. The quicker you are, you burn more calories doing a little bit of things because your body has to use more of the energy to do those exercises versus skinnier people. So it's like, you mean to tell me that you're, overweight, you're doing these exercises allegedly eating right, and yet we're still seeing the same. Like, no, there's something you're doing behind the scenes we don't know about. Like maybe when the camera's off, you're scarfing down a piece of cake. Maybe when the camera's off, you're having because they got sugar-free cake and shit out there. Okay, hello? They got sugar-free cake and icing now. Okay. Maybe when the camera's not off, you go get you a Baskin Robbins cheesecake. I don't know. But you're doing something that you should not be doing. So if you don't give a fuck, we don't give a fuck. And like I said, it's really sad when you see that, especially older people. Like you're older and you're not taking care of your body. So it's like, fuck, bruh. Like, according to the Bible, people are living to see like 900 years and shit. And y'all dying at 80 and shit and go, well, I had a long life. That's not that long, though. And then to live that life for those 90 years and have to be on medicine for all, oh girl, it was the medicine that took you out, not the old age. And that's what they don't tell you, honey. Ain't no perfectly non-medicated healthy people dying like that. Okay, honey. You were taking pills for something, and that's what took you out. So like I said, it's sad all the way around. But other people got their own life to live, and that's why, I don't think about it that much. They got their own life to live, honey. And your choice, you got to sleep in the bed that you lay in. It's out of my control, honey. Girl, you can be on medicine for something and telling me, oh my God, I'm feeling nauseous, I'm having diarrhea. It's your medicine that you're taking. It's nothing else. It's that medicine. It's that medicine. Oh, but I've been taking this medicine for 5 years. Yeah, but you're eating a little different now. You're doing something different now. And so the medicine is adjusting to that. That's what's going on here, honey. But yeah, that's not nothing. That's no energy. That's somebody doing things to you. Yeah, that's not no mixing. No. That's that. That's, honey. Yeah, that's the medicine you're on, honey. Your body's probably shutting down. In a couple of months, you're probably going to be like, damn, I noticed that my kidneys have low function now. Oh, I noticed that when I went to the doctor and said something's going on with my, yeah, of course. That's what happens. That medicine turned into other issues. But anyway, like I said, it ain't my business, honey. I mind my business, okay? And stay over here. I just say what I say and keep it moving, okay? Anyway, y'all, I gotta go, girl. Love and light, true spirit, mystic at bossbody.com, 2-way spirit at mystic.gmail.com. I gotta go. Anyway, y'all, bye. Bye for now. Love you, life.